No, we
No,
don't
you're
take
not.
not
CK.
taking
Quick
questions.
question. Quick
No,
question.
you're gonna run into
No, there's
somewhere.
no
No. Trust me.
no
Just
pop
trust me.
quiz.
Man, come on.
Quick question. Hey, Lotus, Chief. Quick
No,
question.
I'm not talking to Lotus about nothing and none of this.
No. Real quick. It's
Lotus
just
is
a
a
simple
fucking
yes or no
sweetheart.
question.
You don't want me to bunk you, that's why.
No,
Hey,
it's simple. Just real
why
simple.
Okay,
why
all
you
right,
taking
watch
the
this.
smoke
I'm
though?
gonna make myself out. Here you go, CK. You got 5 hours to talk to Lotus because that's what. And we
Oh,
want
nah.
to completely
That ain't
go
finna
where
happen.
we at. Watch how it go. Here it go.
We had an
That's
agreement.
not
I'm
finna
not
happen.
going
I
because
just have a
y'all
quick question.
After this
not gonna
tonight.
talk about that no more.
Hey, we got
Right?
hey, can you please explain to us? Professor James Small said
I'll
that
give you that work from now on.
Hey, I have a question. Can y'all hear me?
I got a question first, and then you can go.
I have a question.
About
Quick
black
question.
people in America for over 20,000 years. Can y'all please explain it?
Quick question. Can y'all hear me okay? Can
Explain
anybody
it.
hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My mistake. I didn't know if y'all could hear me or not. Quick question. Have
Dr.
y'all
McCarthy,
purchased
did you hear me? Did you hear me?
any
Oh wow.
have y'all purchased
can you hear me?
any
Dr. McCarthy,
apparel
can you hear me?
or any products that Dan Calloway has made?
What authority do you have to question?
Have y'all supported him in that way?
What
Have y'all supported him?
what authority do you have to question me?
I didn't even hear the question.
I was just asking y'all, have y'all supported Dane Calloway by buying any of his products? Like I know he sells like shirts and all kinds of other items. Have y'all bought any of that stuff? Have you supported him?
I have.
Oh, so you bought some of his stuff. What are some of the things that you
I
bought
support
from him?
Dan Calloway. I mean, you getting into my business now. You want to know my credit card
I'm
statement?
just curious. I'm really just curious.
I support my brother Dan Calloway. Now I don't agree with everything Dan Calloway like. I don't agree with everything Ty Data say, Lotus, nobody. But that's why we're here to build. We're not here to fight each other. So can we come to a
Oh, I beg to differ. But so you say you have bought
I understand, but
some stuff from Dan Calloway. So what kind of stuff did you buy from him?
Oh, okay. So see once again.
I'm just curious.
Okay, so these are the type of questions. The reason why Ty Data was going off for you the other day, because you asking questions that don't matter. Let's get back to.
It may not matter to you, but you'll see where I'm going when you answer the
Let's
question.
get to the information. Can we get
Since
to the
you're not
information?
going to answer the second part of that question, what about you,
I'm not going to
Lotus?
answer that question.
Have you supported Dan Calloway? Have you bought any of his merchandise?
Have you purchased anything from Sinetta?
I don't even know him like that. But anyways, Lotus, have you supported Dan Calloway?
Whoa.
The only person even know what I purchase is the bank account that I have and the bank that I bank with. That's the only people that.
So you don't. I'm just asking, like, so
you're not of authority.
Do you support Dan Calloway? Have you bought any of his merchandise, Lotus?
Can I get your ear right now? Can we talk about the information and not personal stuff? Can we do that? Because I can debunk everything that you.
Just answer my question. What's up, Lotus? Have you supported your brother Dan Calloway? Have you bought any of his merchandise?
Y'all want to talk about?
Shout out to House of Consciousness. I support the HOK.
Dr. McCarthy. 3 generations back, how many grandparents do you have? Let's just get this out the way.
So Lotus, you don't support Dane Calloway? You haven't bought any of his merchandise? Because I know that Chief said that he has.
We can debunk everything that you guys teach right now. So
are you being quiet, Lotus?
Wait a minute. Do y'all want to do it or do y'all want to just keep talking? What y'all want to do? Because we can just get off the personal shit. Let's get to the information.
Okay, well, since Lotus doesn't want to respond to my question, and since Chief said that he does support Dan Calloway and he did buy his merchandise, you do realize that his merchandise is sold on the exact same fucking website that Unc says that has the article on it. So I don't see how that y'all did not see that article of this dude saying all this crazy stuff.
Okay, but first off, though, like I said,
I have some more questions.
I've never been to the website.
Since I got Lotus here,
are you done?
And Aboriginal Power says that I'm a doctor.
Okay, I got
no, if you ask me questions, it's gonna last 5 hours. Don't ask me questions.
No, it won't. This will be really awesome.
I'm here to teach
really
you.
awesome.
This will be really awesome. You have no knowledge to teach me, just like everybody else.
You want to get to the information?
Let's see. Where should I start?
Hey,
blah blah blah. Okay. Boom.
Oh wait, Madone came in the school. So
all right, I'm gonna list some things out, and I want to see if y'all agree with what I'm gonna list out. So I looked up some stuff, just to make sure. I hope everybody can hear me pretty good. I looked up some stuff just to make sure that I knew what I was talking about, because you know, you go to school and you look stuff up and you remember everything, but you may not remember everything exactly. So I looked up what primary resources are, and I'm going to list everything that is considered a primary resource. And I want y'all to let me know if y'all do not agree that this is a primary resource. So, Brother Chief, Brother Lotus, the first primary resource is an artifact. Do you agree that that's a primary resource? Yes or no?
Yes, I agree. 1,000%.
What about a document?
No, I don't agree.
What about a diary?
No, I don't agree with that.
Hell no.
What about a transcript?
No.
What about an autobiography?
No.
Hell no.
What about a recording?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's something they could lie in the recording.
See, here's the problem though, sis.
Okay.
All right, one more. What about a person?
You're not on, sis. You too
Would a
slow.
person be considered a primary resource?
Your education
I have to be a believer then.
Sis, you need to throw your education in the trash can. I swear to God.
Hey, I'm a doctor.
Or you indoctrinated. Here's the thing.
I'm a doctor.
Here's the
So,
thing, right?
you know.
Okay, I got
There's no way in the world you're a doctor.
You ain't no damn doctor.
Hey, Aboriginal power said that I'm a doctor. I can't debunk y'all. Remember, I cannot debunk y'all. Aboriginal power said that I am a doctor. So guess what? I cannot
You know what I
defeat
called
y'all.
you in all the videos I made about you.
Y'all are right. The girl CK.
How about that? Fuck what you talking about? Y'all slow, bro.
So,
like, listen.
Boom. Primary sources.
All right,
Would
hold
you
on.
consider a person a primary source?
Hold on, everybody, freeze for a minute.
Yeah, this is sad.
Check this out. Listen.
It's been boring.
All that, come on, man. All that fuckers you talking about, talking to the sister, yo, we don't do that around here, yo. You see that?
I've dealt with worse.
Nah, I know, but I'm saying I don't like it. I'm saying I don't like it.
I've dealt with way worse.
I don't like it. Come on, show some respect around here when it comes to the women on the panel. Whether the woman is an African, a Native American, a Hebrew woman, show some damn respect. We're gonna do that. That's all I'm saying.
I got you on that. That's true. But can she answer? Can we have a conversation? Can she?
No. She asked her questions like she wanted to. Now I want y'all to look at this article, and then I will allow y'all to go ahead and do your thing. I don't know about you, Lotus, because I don't fuck with you like that. I promised myself never to have a conversation with you because you just do too much, and you know it. You know you do too much.
Can you have a conversation though? Can me and you have a conversation?
Yeah,
I know I have too much knowledge. I know I do.
I'm not doing it.
I did have some more questions.
Either, Dr. McCarthy,
you can't
don't know what I know
right now.
I told you already. You don't know what I know. So you should
listen. All that's
oh, really? I would like to confirm that.
Y'all, hold on. You know this.
Remember, I'm a doctor.
Right?
Huh?
Y'all see what I put in the chat room, correct?
Remember that.
I can't see.
It's right there, man. Click that article on right there, right in the chat. I'm saying in the chat, which I'm saying right here on this panel in the chat. Y'all see it? Maybe you can't see it.
I'm on my cell phone.
I just wanted to make sure that y'all don't consider a person a primary source.
Listen,
or y'all do.
I concede everything that you're saying, right?
No,
we're not
gonna do it like that.
Hold on.
We're gonna go over the material like some people with some sense, and then we're gonna go for your source.
I got a question. What? I gotta go. Why you gotta call me a bitch earlier? I really want to know that though.
Am I calling you a bitch now?
Come on, bro.
I was talking shit.
Hey, it's all good. We gonna let all.
You want me to call you a bitch to your face?
Hey, listen.
Shit. Now you in your face. I ain't calling you a bitch. So you good. I was talking shit.
All right. I'm gonna stay professional, but
I just wanted to make sure that a person, would y'all consider that a primary resource? I mean, a primary source.
I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. I just want to.
Wait a minute, don't tell audience
I felt like.
Oh my God.
Hey, Chief, come on, Chief.
You operate now.
Have an intellectual conversation.
Chief, listen. Hey, Chief.
Can we do that?
Hey, Chief, listen to me, bro.
I'm listening.
The only conversation that I want to have with y'all going forward is, first we're going to deal with this article. Then you'll get your turn. Bring your reference, and we're going to discuss your reference. Anything outside of that, I am not interested, bro. I'm not going to waste.
I agree to all your terms, bro. I agree to all your terms.
Okay, so let's go. Let's start. So here's the first article. This will take us all but 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
All but 10 minutes, bro.
Yep.
Click that article right there. This is Con Calloway website. YouTube Lotus.
Hey, I can speed this up for you though. So we can get to the next one.
No, yeah, I don't want to speed it up. I want the listening audience to hear what y'all really got to say about this. I don't want to speed it up. No, we're not gonna play that game. No, we're not gonna play that game.
Man, this is crazy.
I know. You gonna think it's crazy when you put your reference in there, and I'm gonna shut up and let you go over it. That's what I'm gonna do for you.
Though, but listen though,
no, hey Chief, why you keep trying to avoid that?
I'm not, bro. You got this one. This is your only win you will ever get, bro.
Oh, really? I don't want to win. Lotus, I don't want to win, Lotus. Lotus, do you see that article right there, Lotus?
I can't see the article.
Can you please click the article? Do you want me to put it in the YouTube chatter right here? Hold on, Chief.
Hold on. I don't know why I can't click it. Hey, look,
you want me
I'm
going to the YouTube chat?
Hey, bro.
Apple phone, so.
You got it.
No, I don't got it. No, I do not got it. I ain't finished with Lotus yet. Hey, Lotus.
How do I access the
Go into the YouTube chat. Here. I just put it in the YouTube chat, bro. Click it.
Okay.
Hey, but listen though. Hey, I gotta say this though, right? Like
you happy as hell, huh? All right.
No, I'm not happy as nothing. Because I'm tired of playing games with y'all. Like it's just too much. Like we don't act like grown men. We acting like kids around here. We acting like fucking retards, and nobody can read, and nobody can understand each other, and we don't play too much. Dude, this is serious, man. We talk about dealing with our people, bro, and they don't know the damn difference. So the only way for me to make sure that my people know the difference is, hey, source up or shut the fuck up. That's what we doing from now on. Unc ain't doing it with y'all. The source,
bro.
We go read the source together. You tell me which. You tell me
you got it.
What this source back you up with, and that's how we gonna do it. Or I'm not doing it no more. I'm not doing it, bro. Come on, dude. As men,
I agree, bro.
It's a clown circus show.
Hey, bro.
We can't do it, bro. We overtalk each other. I get upset. You get upset. Chief, you cuss me out. Notice I'm calling you a bitch. We do way too much for this, bro. The only way we're going to do this, man, here go the article. Here it go. Do you see it, Lotus? Yes or no?
Yeah, I see it.
You got that, right? You see what website that is. Am I correct?
Yeah, 2016.
All right. Yeah. Now, we right here. Now, what I need to do is scroll down to that picture with the little Indian girl with two ponytails, and she got on a slave outfit, and she got two slaves on the right side and left side. Scroll down to the picture. You gotta go past
slave outfit.
You gotta go past Barack Obama, Donald Trump, a bunch of cowboys and Indians stand outside on a horse, and then you get to that picture. You see that?
You know the website.
Yeah, I see it.
You see it?
Yeah.
Now, you see right underneath the picture, right?
Yeah.
What does those first words say?
The indigenous people of the Americas, the Aborigines, are amongst the most unique in all of the world.
Okay, so he copied that off another goddamn website, but I ain't gonna get into that. Now, what's the next line say?
For 2 decades, researchers have been using a growing volume of genetic data to debate whether ancestors of native Aborigines immigrated to the New World in one wave or successive waves.
Okay, hold on. Now stop right there. Now watch this. Freeze right there. I'm gonna grab this article, the real article. Watch this. I'm gonna put it in the YouTube chat. I'm gonna copy and paste. Now grab that. This is the real homework. Now click that on. Keep your place. Have 2 windows open. Do you see it?
Okay. UC Davis.
That's right. Now, one of the lead doctors on this, he wrote this article right here. So now, okay. Now start right there. You see with the big yellow F, what it say?
For for 2 decades, researchers have been using a growing volume of genetic data to debate whether ancestors of Native Americans are the same thing.
Okay, no, it's not. Go back to that one again. Go
I'm
back
still on
to
it.
Con Calloway shit. What did it say? For what?
For 2 decades, researchers have been using a growing volume of genetic data to debate whether ancestors of Native Aborigines.
Now stop. Did he add a word in there? Yes or no, bro?
Yeah, you added a word.
All right, is that not some bullshit
Okay.
right there? Can you do that? Can you add fucking words in there and deceive black people, bro? As men, can he do that?
Can't do that in college,
I
but
mean,
he
Hold on,
can
he did it.
now.
CK. Hold on,
He
CK,
did
and
it.
talk to Lotus for a minute. Give me a minute,
Obviously,
sis.
he did do
Can he
it.
do that, Lotus?
He did do it. He did put it
No,
on the
can he do
website.
that and be intellectually right? Can he do that and be intellectually honest to our people? Can he change words on people's shit that they wrote?
I mean, people do it all day, but
No, Lotus.
he can do it. You asking me a question? Can he do it
Lotus. Can he do
in a
it and be intellectually honest?
and intellectually honest?
Yes or no, bro?
Just
I know
ask.
that's your man, but I'm
Ask the
saying.
right question. Can he do it in a college setting, like it was mentioned earlier,
No,
or
can
a
he do
university
it in a
setting? No,
setting
he
where we
can't.
trying to get the fucking truth, bro? Why you gotta try to play the game, Lotus? Come on, Lotus.
Common sense.
You asking me if he could do it or not? I'm saying he did do it. He did it on a website. He just made it. He took the word and changed and did whatever he did.
Is that
But I'm
honest?
saying
What
it
he
won't
did
be
was he
accepted.
plagiarized. He copied the whole
Okay.
fucking paragraph and added information that he wanted.
Hey, Lotus, is that honest,
Okay,
bro?
he added. Well, hey, let's ask him about it. If we ask Dane Calloway, hey,
Nah,
Dane
man, the
Calloway,
nigga
did you
gonna
add
I
bring
that?
already
that
did,
up
man.
both
I already
ways.
asked about this shit,
Okay,
man.
if I ask him
What?
and he
You
says,
said you
yes,
asked
I
him,
did
Chief?
do it.
You said you didn't read this.
No, because this is already, they already came at him about this. And,
Right.
but I like to be
So
fair and
you
balanced about
knew what Unc was talking about and you pretended like you didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
Hold
It
on.
wouldn't be, I'm saying it wouldn't
He's,
be
I
accepted
never
in a
been to the, I
university.
never been to the website, sis. So he's talking about DNA. I'm like, anybody that's teaching DNA, once again, like I'm telling y'all, is pseudo. So let's just get into the,
The only people that would say that
So
is
that whole
they're
article
ignorant.
is pseudo.
I'm just saying though, at the end of the day, we can prove it. We can get into the
Hold on,
information.
freeze.
We don't have
Stop
to get
right
in.
there. So,
Hold on,
Chief,
brother.
can he change
Y'all worried
words
about
like
the
that, bro,
wrong
on an
stuff.
article that don't none of y'all agree with? Can he do that, dude, and
Yes,
be honest?
Yes, you can. Do I? Yes, I
Chief,
do.
Chief,
I
are you
Yeah.
do.
saying that that
And I'm gonna
man
tell
can
y'all
take
why.
somebody, a
Can I
white
explain it?
boy's word, and start changing words around, dude?
Can I explain it, bro? Okay,
Go ahead.
let me explain what what we have to do, because we understand that they're putting words back in time periods they didn't exist. Y'all agree? Can we all reason with that? Can y'all
That
agree with
part.
this? Dr. McCarthy, do you agree that they are putting words back in time periods that didn't exist? Yes or no?
No,
Do
they
you
just, this
even
article's about the
understand
Native
that,
I
Americans,
Dr.
take
bro.
that
McCarthy?
as a yes. Because I don't ask questions I don't know the goddamn answer to. So just remember that. So once again, we're not debating. I'm teaching.
Do
Okay.
you realize? Hold on, hey Chief,
Do
that's a
y'all want to
red
learn?
herring, bro.
Do you want to keep instructing? Do y'all want to
Chief,
learn, or y'all want to keep instructing the people from learning?
hey
Yes or no?
Chief,
We
hey
can't
Chief.
learn from y'all. Y'all are
Come on,
not
CK.
scientific
One sec,
literate in the slightest.
CK. Just do me a
Scientific
favor
literate? You
and
talking about
relax for 1
Wilhelm the
minute.
Christian?
Hold
Wilhelm
on
the
for a minute,
Christian?
Lotus.
Listen,
Lotus,
we're
hold
letting
Y'all
y'all
on.
don't
talk, bro.
even
Let us
know
talk.
No,
nothing
hey,
about DNA.
CK, come on.
No such
Let us
thing. That's
talk.
fraudulent. That's
Come on
fraud.
for a minute, CK. CK, come on. I put my thing on mute and let you ask all your questions. Do the same for me for a minute. Come on, Lotus, don't say nothing.
And I'll
Chief,
do the same thing.
hey, Chief, brother, this dude changed Native Americans to Native American Aborigines, yo. You think that's intellectually right, yo? The article does
Can
not say,
I
it's a
explain it to
scientific
you, bro?
article. The scientists didn't
I
use that
got you.
word. He used every word
Bro.
that they use and changed that word, bro. You think that's right?
Okay, but let me ask you a
Without
question.
letting us know he did it, bro?
Let me talk. It's not right, but it's right in the
Okay,
sense that.
thank you. Thank you. Now go ahead and say what you was going to say. It's not right. What's the but? Go ahead.
I told you the reason when if I'm reading an article like that article right there from any scientist that you can name with a pale face, we understand that they're putting a caste system agenda on that article, right? So they're putting words like Native American back in ancient times when they didn't fucking exist. That's number one. Number two, so if I'm reading an article that's got Native American in it, when it's talking about Naya or Luzia or any time period that I know for a fact that these people did not exist,
You
I
need to
would
read the rest of that article.
Sis, come on now. We do this. Everything that's about this right here.
Man, go ahead, Chief. Come on, Chief, okay. Man. Stay on course, yo. Finish your point. Finish your point.
All right, so the point is, just like you, if you're reading something about Kemet and you know these racist caste system, Arabs and everybody else that's putting their agendas on it or whatever, you'll say, you know what, you explain it to your people, right? So that's what I would do. So I would just rewrote it anyway in my own words. But once again,
okay, thank you.
That's all I'm saying.
So we're straight right there. Okay, so now hold on.
I concede that.
Okay, you concede that.
You got it.
All right, Lotus, you concede that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when y'all get me on something, I'm gonna fucking concede because we're gonna act like men and we're not gonna act like children in front of the rest of the world. So now go back to the U.S. Davis article. You see it, right?
Oh my God.
I'm looking at it.
Okay, now come down to now read that. Now after painstakingly read that.
Comparing DNA samples from people in dozens.
Not there. Go up near the F. Right, the next paragraph. Now after painstakingly comparing DNA samples. Go ahead.
Wait, isn't that what I was just reading?
No, you said something. I ain't hear you say now.
Yes.
After. Go ahead.
Hold on, family. Let me do something.
Hey, Chief, you should be getting your source ready that you want to present and talk about too, bro.
Okay.
All right, get it.
Do y'all really want this?
Yeah, man, just go get it, bro. Come on, man. We're not scared around here. We men, we ain't little boys.
Yeah.
We men. And men don't mind being wrong. Where you at? Come on.
So let me ask you a question, though.
No, man, we're in the middle of reading this. I'm just telling you, get your shit together. Do not talk me to death. Source up or shut up. That's what we doing from now on. We're not talking each other to death.
All right. So while y'all doing this,
where you at, Lotus?
Can you please pull up y'all source for being Africans?
Man, just okay, we're gonna do that. Come on, Lotus.
Shout out to Garfield, man. I love how he be busting the Hebrews up though. He be going.
Hey, come on, man. Lotus, where you at, dude? You disappeared?
You talking about now after painstakingly comparing DNA samples from people in dozens of modern day Native Americans and Eurasian groups. Wonder how old those words are. An international team of scientists think it can put the matter to rest. Ooh. Virtually without exception, the new evidence supports the single ancestral population theory. So I got to read the quote.
Yeah, read the next one. Yep, go.
Are you sure you want me to read this?
Yeah, man, read the damn quote. Shit.
Okay. Our work provides strong evidence that, in general, Native Americans, wonder how long that word has been existed, are more closely related to each other than any other existing Asian populations, except those that live at a very edge of the Bering Strait, which has been debunked a month ago, said Carrie Bright or Britt. Schreiber,
okay. So hold on. So Con Calloway does not fucking agree with the land bridge. Chief Hoilday does not agree with the fucking land bridge, and you don't agree with the land bridge, but this fucking idiot puts this article in his goddamn website to prove a fucking point. This article is telling you what happened at the land bridge, and it explains why Native American population in America is more closely related to people on the western side of the land bridge than the regular Asian population. But this idiot actually used this article. This is a bunch of bullshit. Now, go down to the non-repeat alleles.
And
I'm going to let you get in.
Can we address that part right there before we go?
No, we can't. Y'all don't agree with the land bridge. That's cool.
I want to deal with the land bridge.
I don't agree with 90% of
the question I got
all the wording in
that is
Barry not having to argue with the land bridge right now.
That's a fact, brother.
And people who say scientifically illiterate are intellectual masturbators who have become educated fools.
Is the Behringer a fact? Is that a law?
Y'all aren't scientists.
Hold
You
on.
are not a
or
scientist.
historians, or archaeologists,
You are not
or
a scientist.
anthropologists.
Is Behringer? Hold
Those
on,
people
hold on. Is
are all
Behringer a
ologists
fact?
are liars.
Yes or no?
ACK. ACK.
They're all lying.
ACK. Hold on, ACK.
Okay, you're not gonna answer. Y'all gonna answer my questions, huh?
We is gonna answer ACK.
Yeah,
I got
can't
easy
allow
questions.
you to break the rule.
I know.
Rule is, if they want to talk about the land bridge, then bring up a fucking source about the land bridge. Don't talk me to death, fellas. That's the rule.
Hey, post it in the chat.
Hey,
I tell you.
Question, bro.
Come on, Lotus. Come on, Lotus.
Gave y'all a source.
Article.
Hold on.
Post it in the chat.
Freeze. So now y'all don't agree with the land bridge, right? Am I correct?
I got an easy question, y'all.
No questions. Do y'all don't agree with the land bridge, right or wrong?
Y'all have to take questions.
We'll take questions, but y'all don't agree with the land bridge, right or wrong?
Okay, so now we can't address the article.
You can.
This is crazy.
You can. You can only listen, bro. Listen. Everybody pay close attention, bro. We ain't gonna bug out. Y'all absolutely can address. Listen, hey, Chief. Brother, I would allow you. Hold on. I would allow you to address the land bridge, right? All I'm asking you is go get an article that debunks the land bridge. That's all. Come on, Lotus. Y'all can Google that shit real quick.
Before I do that, right? Before I do that, the only question on the table for you and Dr. McCarthy is the Behringer land bridge a fact? That's the only question you got to tell the people. Is it a fact? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So now we can go get an article and debunk that and see how this work. So we don't have to go back and forth with you.
Make sure you copy it and post it in the YouTube chat in the back chat, please.
Matter of fact, you could go get any article that's even pro land bridge, and they're gonna tell you that is probably it may have happened.
Okay, just go get it.
Okay.
Go get it. We will read the article and I said, you know what, Chief? Based on what you're reading, you're right.
Articles too.
Oh, because you on the record. That's all I needed to do on the record.
Yeah, you got me on the record for that because I'm showing you an article that supports the land bridge. So I'm using this article to support my point. How about that? Now let's finish up. Lotus.
Hashtags, all right.
Hey, Lotus, where you at, Lotus?
I'm right here.
So you right here with the line. You see the line repeat alleles. Am I correct?
I'm not looking at that.
Yeah. Look at it. Come on, because we coming down the home stretch and we done, and it's your turn to put my ass on the hot seat. So come on.
Okay. I'll address that. Can I address that?
Keep in mind, Chad, that neither of these dudes are experts in this field.
Don't say someone's not a scientist. You're not a scientist.
I'm not finished with
I got the information from a scientist.
Well, scientists are lying to you.
Come on. Hey, come on. Y'all can't be like my damn 5-year-old, dog. Come on, let's stick with where we at.
Bro,
we got the 9 repeat alleles. You see that, right, Lotus?
What's an allele? I don't know.
An allele is a variation.
I wrote it down. You want me to read it?
It's a what?
Read it.
An allele is a variation of a gene.
Okay. Thank you.
I got you.
Pseudoscientist McCarthy, read it.
No, I just said it. Never mind.
Come on, yo.
So, okay, I don't know what that means though. Y'all should teach us.
What? You say you don't know what that means?
I don't know what that means.
I know that's not important right now.
Wait, hold up. How do you not know what that means? All of y'all said that y'all went to school.
Nah, they don't. They
you went to elementary school. You went to middle school. You went to high school, and you said that you were in college. Correct?
Oh, sis, remember this.
In all of those grade schools, you have to take a science course.
Hey, sis.
They talk about DNA. They talk about alleles. How do you not know what that is?
I'm the master here. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I asked the question, what the hell is allele? And y'all going crazy.
No, I didn't.
You said that you don't know what that is,
bro. I said an allele is a variation.
You're giving it away that you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, DNA is pseudo, but I don't know what alleles are. You just daggered yourself. You daggered yourself, twist that bitch, and pulled it out yourself. I ain't even had to say anything.
Maybe it's not important.
I think you're so smart that none of us.
It's not important, but the same medicine that is used to keep your dumbasses alive, they use fucking DNA for it. They use DNA. They use your DNA. They use your blood. They use your urine to try to figure out what the hell is wrong with you in the hospital so that they can help your dumb ass.
Okay. So
y'all
let me ask
can't be this stupid.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all are leading hundreds, thousands of people on fucking YouTube. And
I was in the medical field for about 7 years.
Talking about
pseudoscientist McCarthy.
You lead more ignorant
You are lying.
Everybody free.
And they have children to teach them the same ignorant, illiterate, stupid shit.
Go ahead.
All of y'all went to fucking school. You all went to school to learn this.
Got certificates too.
But now, some of us did not get indoctrinated like you did, ma'am.
Exactly.
So if you let them talk,
all right, hold on for a minute.
I make money off my
we're getting off subject. Hold on, let's tie back in. Everybody, let's tie back in. So if you go to the definition of allele, listen up, listen.
Oh my
Put
God.
up on your phone.
You're gonna read the definition.
Read the definition.
Okay, go
it
ahead.
says one or two or more alternative forms of a gene that arises by mutations and are found at the same place on the chromosome. There you go. So come on, y'all. I can't believe it took that long. Where you at?
Okay. Now here we go. Now here we go. Can you show me live footage of that? Well, you know what? Yeah.
Oh man, just
let's
read
go back to the question.
I'll debunk this right now. Can I debunk this? Can I debunk this?
No, I don't want y'all to debunk it next. Hold on, relax.
You can't debunk nothing else.
I'm on a panel.
I debunk your whole career.
I debunked you already.
Hey, come on,
you
everybody pay attention. Everybody chill. And notice the only way this can go smooth. Listen, only way this can go smooth. Only way y'all can debunk me is let me get off of this. We got like 10 more words to read, and then y'all come on and do the debunking thing. And I'm gonna shut the fuck up and let y'all debunk. I promise you. The same way I'm doing y'all, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give y'all respect as men. I'm gonna respect y'all community.
Cool.
Right?
Let's go.
All right, so let's finish this. Where you at, Lotus?
I'm right here. Damn. Oh, you want me to read
the next line? It's a team. It's a non-repeat allele genetic marker. You see it?
Hold on, I gotta pull it back up. Read what part?
Right underneath what you just read. It's gonna say non-repeat allele genetic marker in blue.
Non-repeat. I don't see it. Right? Yeah, I see it. All right. The team's work follow up on the earliest studies by several of its members who found a unique variant in allele, as says it, of a genetic marker in the DNA of modern-day Native American people. You want more?
Yeah.
Dubbed the 9-repeat allele. The variant, which does not have a biological function, occurred in all of the 41 populations that they sampled from Alaska to the southern tip of Chile, foreigners, as well as in Inuit from Greenland and from the Chukchi and Koryak people native of the Asian western side of the Pseudo Strait, aka Bering Strait. Yet this allele was absent in all 54 of the Eurasian, African, and Ocean groups that team sampled. I wanted to say it nice and slow. Play with the words, too.
All right, so you read this. You wrote dubbed the non-repeat allele variant. This is actually on their website. So now I'm going back to that. Now switch to your website, bro, to the Con Callaway website. We'll see the same thing.
Yeah, call people out their names.
Yeah, all day because he commented right here. I just want to let you know that's on here. Did you get to his website yet?
Yeah, I see it.
You see it, dubbed the non. You see that same thing? Am I correct?
Let me see.
Right above that picture of them black people.
Well, early sport inclusion, different work, study. Okay, teamwork. Well, there it is.
Read it. Come on, yo. Read it out loud.
Yeah. It's all the same.
Read it again, though, so everybody can see it, because I'm showing the screen. Go ahead. The team what?
It's the same words. Well, I got to read the same thing.
Okay, all right. I'm going to read the team works to follow up earlier studies by several of its members found a unique variant and allele of a genetic marker in the DNA of Native American people. American people. It's a dubbed the non-repeat allele variant, which does not have biological function, occurred in all 41 populations. They sampled from Alaska to the southern tip of Chile, as well as the Inuit from Greenland, the Choctaw, the Kukah people, native to the Asian western side, right? You call the pseudo-Bering Strait funny. Yet these alleles was absent in all 54 Eurasian, African, and Oceanian samples. This is on Con Calloway's website. All right, I make this point very, very clear. Very, very clear. And if y'all finish reading, you'll see it also talks about natural selection and all of that. So why in the hell, let me stop sharing my screen. Why in the hell is y'all fearless leader, Con Calloway, using a DNA article 1, proving the Bering Strait, 2, proving one population coming from the Bering Strait, and 3, using DNA that don't none of y'all community agree with? That's crazy to me, bro. That is so crazy to me. So y'all conceded with it, and it's all good. Go tell that dude to take that shit off his website because he's doing y'all an injustice. Now, go ahead, question me up. That's called a checkmate where I'm from. Now go ahead.
And they checkmated themselves.
All right, they killed themselves dead in the water. I appreciate the time.
You don't know what an allele is.
That's a man. Do you know what? They don't gotta know. I don't necessarily think they gotta know all that. I never expected you to know all that, sis.
We were taught this shit in school multiple times.
Okay, so
they go over it in elementary school. Man, they go over it again in middle school. They bring it up again in high school. Shit, I remember when I was doing
so let me address
what that shit is called when you're dissecting the frogs and shit. I remember doing that in high school. They go over it again in college. This shit is mandatory. The only reason that somebody the only reason that somebody would deny DNA and would say, hey, alleles is fake, genetics is fake.
That you don't agree with.
If you don't know what the hell you're talking about, how do you think that they are able to determine if a child is going to have a genetic disorder?
I got you. What is it that the white man taught that you don't agree with?
What they got to do with the white man? Is it true?
I'm asking you a question.
Can they take some DNA? Can they put it under a microscope? Can they do all these different processes to try to figure out, hey, your baby is going to have this type of issue. We need to prepare for this.
Okay. And then the baby come out retarded as hell for you.
Forensic DNA, when it's forensic DNA, and they're getting your fingerprints and saying, hey, your fingerprints went at the crime scene, you're free to go. You agree with forensic DNA when they don't see none of your blood or semen or hair any fucking where. And they're like, hey, this matches this person here. It's not you. We finna let you go because the DNA evidence shows that it is this person that committed the crime, not you.
Can I see? Because you just going in circles. Let's just get to this right here. Tell us how many great-great-grandparents do you have? Great-great-great-grandparents do you have? This is simple.
I don't even see what the point of even having this conversation. Y'all don't even understand DNA. What's the point of having this conversation?
When did I say I didn't know about this word and this stuff?
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. You don't want me to
words. When did I say I didn't? When are you going to show me some live footage of it? I know they finding blood.
So here's the thing, right? You don't. Here's the thing. You have 2 parents. You have 4 grandparents. You have 8 great-grandparents. You have 16 great-great-grandparents, right? We all agree on this. Oh, yeah. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yes, you agree. Okay, you agree. Okay, you got 16, you got 32, but let's just stay at 16 right now, right? So if you do a maternal DNA test, right, or a paternal DNA test, that means your father's line or your mother's side, right? Once you get to your great-great-grandparents, how many of those people, if you go on your mother's side, how many of your great-great-grandparents' DNA samples do you have?
Do you understand what genetic markers are?
Nah. See, this one we answer your questions the best of our ability.
Do you that'll answer your damn question? Do you understand what genetic?
Okay, but the problem is if you understand science, then you know that the science is not there to test all 16 or 32 or 64. Y'all get where I'm going with this.
No, so go get the article that says that though, so we can talk about it, Mr.
Yeah.
Chief.
Whoa.
Because if you understood genetic markers, if you understood what's in your DNA, if you understand what's in your DNA, sir, they can see.
Dr. McCarthy, do you have 16 great-great-grandparents? Yes or no?
I don't know how many I got. It's probably a shit ton.
Yeah, based off of the number
People
you
were
just
having a
read.
lot
Go
of
ahead,
kids
Chief.
back then.
What's your point?
The point is that the science is not there to test all 16 of your grandparents.
Okay. Chief, that's fine. What I'm saying is now go get a source that supports that. Where'd you get it from,
You need
bro?
to put that one source that I put in
just
the
give me that
back
source.
chat
Let's talk
earlier.
about it, Chief.
What are you talking about? You're not gonna reason with me? You're not gonna reason with me?
Chief, I don't want to reason, Chief, because me and you are two dumbass niggas arguing in front of the people. Since we not scientists, we don't know no better, then all we can do is bring articles from scientists and have a discussion because we do have reading comprehension. That's the rules, bro. Huh?
God. Okay, listen, bro. Listen.
Just say you ain't ready for that right now. Say that.
Okay,
say, Unc, I wasn't really ready to bring that source, but can we just talk about it? Let's do that.
He can't even admit that he doesn't know what genetic markers are.
Wasn't this our Q&A time? Damn.
Can y'all please get a Heinz 57 catch up, please? Catch the fuck up. What are you talking about?
So you don't know what genetic markers are.
About, y'all got six. Y'all all agree. We don't have to go get an article.
I don't agree to that. Yo, I told you what the rules was. Get an article. Let's talk about it, yo. You made a claim. Your claim was, you got
shit, all I want to know.
And you can't tell them, get out of here. We just made that up, Chief. We want to see.
Do you know the accuracy of genealogical DNA testing, ma'am?
Genetic markers. Do you know what this is?
Y'all.
Come on, yo. I ain't trying to cut y'all off of y'all time, yo. We just bring the
all misguided people. What did y'all grandmama tell y'all? Everybody listen to me. Me and your grandmama agree.
Yeah.
Genetic markers. Do you know what this is?
Scientists is the new Jesus for people. That's what happened.
Y'all crazy.
Scientists is the new Jesus.
Y'all crazy.
Science is the new Jesus. The Royal Society deemed it that way. McCarthy.
Okay, well, since y'all don't want to talk about science,
no.
During slavery?
Hold on. Hey, CK, look. So for the listening audience, they do not have an article to support their claims. So now
they don't.
Jokes and all
just
that.
Talking out of ass.
Now you talk crazy. I'm telling you. So there you go. Lotus, do you have something you want to discuss? Or is it something you want me to bring an article to prove and verify? How about you, Chief?
Okay. I got hey Chief, which one? No, Chief go. Let Chief go first. Chief go first.
We've heard these old arguments over and over again, man.
I have arguments you've never heard.
You got a what?
Oh yeah, I think I've heard enough.
I have arguments you've never heard.
Pull up a white article for you.
The main premise that y'all have is that black people were already here. Where did y'all get this theory from?
Come on, Chief. Let them
know.
No.
Yes, the hell it is, because it was a gang of pseudo-ass white people that came up with this fucking theory. And then some black people ran with it and made books on it and convinced a gang of black people to believe that guess what? We were already here.
That's not true. That's not true. My family passed it straight down. That's not true. My family passed it straight down from the 17th.
Do I need to put this in the back
chat? You don't know what you're talking about. My family
put this in the back chat.
My family documented. I got historical landmarks with my name on it. You don't know what you're talking about. You know nothing.
Let me put these pseudo white people in the back chat.
And that's the reason why you lost. Yeah, that's why you lost.
Stand by while I find the thing. Stand by.
Ain't no such thing as a genetic marker.
I just want to get the information. And I see that y'all don't want to get to the information. Y'all only want to talk to
No, let's get you the information.
They don't want our Q&A. Chief dropped the question. They couldn't handle it.
Hey, Chief, let's get you the information, brother. Come on, man.
The doctor's acting like she don't got it.
Can you copy this and put this in the chat for the YouTube?
What you put in there?
Oh, Lotus is going to love this. Please put this in the damn YouTube chat.
So you got an article?
I need to know before I teach y'all.
This is where you're getting your fucking shit from.
All
of them white people. It's more of them too. All of them damn white people came up with this crazy ass theory about black people already being in America before the damn Europeans.
You should be able to tell us white people came up with this information for us. Because I asked y'all about Menday. We did a video about that.
I don't say I'm black.
Hold on. I'm putting in the chat. So she made a statement. She's providing a source.
Hold on. I'm going to debunk her.
Okay, hold on. Put the source. Let's debunk the source. Hold on. That's fine.
I guarantee you,
want
if
y'all
you
to know.
you'll see their works.
I just
Their
want you
works
to know,
on
not
that
providing the
theory.
source, and she provided the source. So, all right, let's look at the source.
Read it.
Grab that out the YouTube chat so y'all can
read it.
Go ahead.
Oh man, come on.
What we talking about the source, right? We ain't had no other conversation around nothing but the source, right? What did you want to do?
Can you pull up Mende?
You got a source on that? What you want me to pull up? What you want?
Calling yourself a damn high German family.
Y'all don't want to hear what we got to say, right?
Yeah, but you can't talk without a source. That's the rule. That's the new rule. So we don't argue and shit. Say, this is my claim, and here go my source. And since we not scientists, when we read the shit to scientists or a source, and we gonna read it and see if it support the claim. So the sister say, here where y'all got all y'all shit from. Would you like to read that, sis? You say that's where they got all their shit from. Where'd they get their shit from?
If you research these people and their contributions,
maybe that we can get some information out
to the Black people being in America theory. Y'all need to look up Leo Wiener, Professor Baron Alex von Wutwin. I'm probably mispronouncing. That's probably German.
Man.
Andreas Reese.
What year?
Frank Collins.
What are you talking
Look them hoes up.
No. What year?
Crazy ass
what year did they make?
Already being here in America about the Olmecs being black and all that good stuff. And guess what? A gang of black scholars, they ran with that shit.
She is.
All right, let's be quiet. Hold on. Here you go. This is what she's doing. Hold on, y'all. This is a good one.
It's our Q&A.
No, do y'all got it though? Do y'all got the source?
And guess who those people were influenced by?
Hold on, sis. Read it. Hey, sis.
Read what?
Listen. So
you want me to read it?
No, this says pre-Columbian transoceanic contact theories. I'm gonna read it. Pre-Columbian transocean contact theories, right? Speculate about possible visits to or interaction with the Americas, the indigenous people of the Americas, or both by peoples from Africa, Asia, Europe, Oceania, at the time prior to Christopher Columbus' first voyage to the Caribbean in 1492. All right, during the part of the so-called pre-Columbian era. Such contact is accepted as having occurred in prehistory during the human migration that led to the original settlement. Let me read this again. It says, hold on, it says, such contact is accepted as having occurred in prehistory during the human migration that led to the original settlement of the Americas, but has been hotly debated in the historical period. So one of them is Norse transocean contact, right? Another one is Persian prediction, prediction of Americas, claims of Polynesian contact. And to give you thing, then go to the next one is the
telling me there's more than one theory?
East Asian contact, right? Next one is contact, claims of Chinese contact. I know y'all read that. Claims of Japanese contact, claims of Indian contact, which I'm from India, claims of African and Middle Eastern contact, claims involving African contact, and then they got a picture of the Olmecs and all that. Claims involving the Arab contact, all that shit. So what is y'all trying to debunk on this? Y'all want to say that the Africans came, am I correct?
Yeah.
Which one y'all gonna ride with? Y'all want to go with the African thing,
right?
It's
a gang of theories there. It's a lot of them.
Which one y'all want to use?
I don't believe any theory. I don't believe anything, but
y'all don't believe that. You want to know?
All right, so what y'all want to? Hey, Chief, what you coming with?
I don't believe you know what the hell
you want to know why y'all don't
all
believe this is a theory?
You can't show me a
because by the
chromosome
time
in
it
real live
fucking
footage.
got to y'all, it was
That's fine, yo.
Y'all don't know where it came from.
I mean, you know, I can show you a chromosome though, right? Because I forget the white lady name. She actually took a picture of a damn chromosome, but I don't want to get into all that.
I want live video. I don't want CGI. I want a live video feed of it. I want a live video feed of the atom, the electron, the proton, neutron. Since y'all so smart, y'all scientists, start showing me those. I'll wait. But I know y'all
hey man, get out of here with that, man. Bring a source that that shit ain't real first, man. Get out of here with that.
I'm saying you can
prove
you
that
by
Chief?
showing it.
Come on, Chief. I hope you're Googling something real quick. Use your computer, Chief.
Hey, I want to read something real quick.
Chief's Q&A.
A small
Chief was supposed to ask a question.
Yeah, no, he's supposed to bring a source.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Right, she brought a source. You can't talk on the show without a source. You're not even allowed to murmur nothing without a source. If you want to debunk something, say, here's my source to
My
debunk what they're
family's my
talking about.
source.
And let's read the source. So y'all said there's no land bridge. Bring a source. Where you at, Chief? Come on, bro.
Can I read something real quick, Aunt?
What you reading? What's your source?
It's from the same thing that you was just reading. I don't know if you want to post it back in the chat again so everybody can see it. But if y'all type in pre-Columbian transoceanic contact theories,
Put it there.
I am reading the last paragraph in that first section before it goes into the breakdowns of these different theories. It says scientific and scholarly responses to other claims of post-prehistoric pre-Columbian contact have varied. Some of these claims are examined in reputable, peer-reviewed sources. Many others, especially those based on circumstantial or ambiguous interpretations of archaeological evidence, alleged out-of-place artifacts, superficial cultural comparisons, comments in historical documents, or narrative accounts. And it has been dismissed as fringe science, pseudo-archaeology, and pseudo-history. And that whole paragraph is in reference to all this shit that is below this, including the theory that these two brothers are ascribing to of Black people already being on this fucking continent before the continent.
Okay. So sis, we agree. Okay, so here's the thing, right?
I hope y'all read about them
sources,
people.
and we got sources. Everything that we're gonna say, we're gonna have sources, right? So what do y'all need first? You said artifacts, right? What about the Olmec artifacts? What about the pyramids? What about these mounds? What about the mummies?
All right, which one you want to use? Which one you want to use,
What do you want to talk about?
Hold on, whoa. I can provide it, but listen.
I know which you want to talk about, the Olmecs?
Yeah, let's talk about the Olmecs.
All right. Oh. Bring me a source on the Olmecs that supports your claim. Let's get it.
Yeah, you haven't even heard my claim yet, bro.
All right, what's your claim about the Olmecs?
My claim about the She people, the XI She, look them up. Olmec is the name they gave them or whatever, but the She people were already here. We never knock XI, sis. XI. And the fact that you don't know this is another reason why you shouldn't be.
Okay, that's fine. I'm saying, okay, give me a source to prove that the Olmecs was always here. Where that source at?
Okay, so when we're talking about Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, right? Okay.
That's gonna be your source?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. So we say artifacts are our sources, right? Or we because I don't want to go to a book. I don't want to go to any sciences. I don't do that.
No, but I wanna pull up a source about the damn artifact. I ain't gonna let you make up some shit about the artifact. That ain't fair.
Okay, I got you. So my point is, right? So we have evidence in America. Hold on. We have bones, but they also have evidence that man has been in America for at least 131,000 years. Now, this is new science. I know y'all.
Hold on. You said what, brother?
At least 131,000 years. This is in California.
All right. Okay. Ho. Let's look it up. Let's pull it up. Let's discuss it. Good point.
131,000 years, sir.
All right. Hold on. That's cool. I like that. I appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
Let's look it up. Hold on. 100. You want me to find it or you want to find it?
Yeah, I'm on my cell phone, man.
I'll find it. 130.
Graham Hancock. I could give you a few of the people that brought it out, but Graham Hancock will be my source for this because y'all need white sources. Dr. McCarthy definitely needs some white sources. So, because she only trusts white people, right? But I gotta correct y'all too, right? Because y'all know good and goddamn well what nothing but Negroes on the planet 13,000 to 18,000 years. So even if your land bridge was true, which is not, and I could disprove that too in a minute, and I get back to that. But there would have been Black people crossing the land bridge. You want to know why I know?
Oh, I found y'all source.
Bones.
Why didn't y'all just put this in the chat?
Whoa. Have we asked you for a source for your pseudo ass shit? Yeah.
I posted my sources. I'm reading y'all.
That don't mean they're correct.
Right
for no goddamn.
Y'all reading anything we put up.
Pseudo. You can't trust nothing that you say because everything that you say you're reading from a book that was good. Your brain is so fucking whitewashed this that you don't even know. Oh my God. We be asking, is she really white? Is she a white lady? Like what? Come on. Says you are that white. You need to check yourself. Like for real. Like y'all shit y'all talking about, you cannot go to these people and think that I ask you a question, what don't you trust about these people? So here's the thing, y'all don't know nothing about mestizos, so you can look up mestizo to see what a mestizo is. These are mixed people. That's what you would call your Native Americans. Native American is new. We just found it. We just did that last night. It was like 1975, just like African American. So when you go back in time, Christmas Addicts wouldn't be an African American. He would be an American. Yes, that is word. Not Native American, not African American, but he would be American. So what we're saying is that we're tapping into the power of our ancestors of this goddamn land that y'all are still sending us away to. And that's like being agents to us. That's why we so fucking hostile. And that's why y'all would never fucking win, because y'all working for them.
Shit, we're never going to win anything.
Especially this one right here. Dr. McCarthy, you suck. Every fucking
You know what sucks?
Oh, damn.
Crazy people like you. When I see people like you, and when I see people like the Moors, when I see people like the Hebrews, when I see people like the Nation of Islam,
Damn.
I 150% can say this with confidence that white supremacy has fucking won. That slavery shit, that Jim Crow shit, that shit did something to us, yo. It did something to us as a people, and we never got psychological help for it. Ever.
There's no such thing as white supremacy.
And the result of it is we hate ourselves. We hate being black. They put that shit in it. They put being black down so much. If you watch True Story's channel, he shows it. He shows it how they made it so that if you wanted to be black, it was bad. You were a criminal. You were
you really are a doctor. You
were
educated
a savage. You were an animal. So of course we have this pent up issues in our fucking head to where we want to be anything but black.
What about our bones in the ground? Hold on. How about this? Not even just the oldest.
Anything but black.
Hold on. How about this right here? Can y'all explain the bones?
I don't care if y'all want to acknowledge your Indian roots. I have nothing wrong with that. But don't ignore the black side. Don't ignore the history.
About our American roots.
Don't ignore what slavery did to us. We were tortured, yo. Tortured.
We know what Jewish school system did to your brain.
Babies being ripped from the mothers, tossed in the alligators pits.
Girl, bye.
Grown-ass men being raped by other men in front of their wives.
Now, who's the enemy?
Children being ripped from their parents at birth. They don't even know where the fuck they
Jewish people wrote those
That's
stories.
what happened to us, yo.
Your
ideology, this is what comes in
it. CK, hold on for a minute. Relax. CK, everybody relax. Everybody free. Come on, man. Everybody free. So we want to deal with the 130-year-old fine. So they quoted the source.
What source did they quote?
The 130-year-old fine. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you, CK.
All right, thank you.
We want to keep the rules. So we gotta give him props. Chief Hoilday did bring a source. I found it for him from the Journal of Nature, right? Here you go, CK. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you so you'll have it.
All right,
and we're gonna let damn, why don't
you're welcome.
Damn.
Oh, Sean is in here too. Except making a panelist.
Yeah, he's a panelist now.
Oh, okay.
All right, you get it, CK?
No, I don't see it in the back chat.
Hey, I want you to get back to Mindy though, because that's another source we got.
All right, we'll use that next, man. Relax, man. Come on, man.
What about Angola?
Man, relax.
Man, your own chat was debunking you during that stream.
Ooh, show me Angola's bones.
Hold on, time out.
Show me the bones of Angola.
Thank you.
Time out, y'all. Freeze.
Show me Angola's bones.
Freeze.
This was king.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you. I'm gonna start reading it now.
Start reading it now.
I ain't never been debunked.
Can you put it in the YouTube chat so everybody can get it?
I will.
Hey, man, we're not gonna talk. We got the source. Y'all asked for
that's the fact.
What's the source? As men. Remember, we ain't gonna do that. Chief, you said what you said. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat room, here go the source from the Journal of Nature. There you go. The title of the source is 130-year-old archaeological site in Southern California, USA. 130-year-old site. Go ahead, Sean. Read the source and let's discuss it.
Okay. In an announcement sure to spark a firestorm of controversy, researchers say that they found signs of ancient humans in California between 120,000 and 140,000 years ago, more than 100,000 years before humans were thought to exist anywhere in the Americas. If the researchers are right, the so-called Saruta Mastodon site could have forced and rewrite the story of humankind. Sorry. I realized that 130,000 years is a really old date and makes our site the oldest archaeological site in Americas, says study leader Tom Demir, the paleontologist at the San Diego Natural History Museum, whose team describes their analysts today in Nature. Of course, extraordinary claims like this require extraordinary evidence, and we feel like the Saruda Mastodon site presents this evidence. To be clear, the team has not found human bones at this site, but as Demir and their colleagues tell it, their evidence, a mastodon skeleton, bone flakes, and several large stones, shows that the area was a bone quarry where an unknown hominid allegedly smashed fresh mastodon bones with stone hammers, perhaps to extract marrow or to mine the skeleton for raw materials. However, many of the world's leading experts in American archaeology have already expressed some form of skepticism to the paper's claim. Some have rejected it outright. The earliest occupation of the Americas is highly contentious subject, says University of Southampton archaeologist John McNabb. The data defined at 130,000 years ago is a really big ask for archaeologists who are used to talking about 12, 13, 14,000 years ago. It's a big, big time difference. Here's everything you need to know about the discovery and the reactions of other archaeology experts. Where is the Mastodon site and how was it found? The site was discovered in 1992 when an excavator dug up large bone fragments at California State Route 54 was being built through San Diego County. The California Department of Transportation requires that paleontologists be on call at major excavations just in case any fossils pump up amid carnage. Richard Carudi, the San Diego Natural History Museum field paleontologist who was on call at the time, flagged the site for follow up. He and Demir then blocked off the area and excavated it, digging down to material undisturbed by the heavy machinery overhead. Demir received a grant from the National Geographic Society in January 1993 to support emergency evacuation of the site. The site struck Demir as unusual from the beginning, given the large rock associated with the site, apparent concentrations of the bone flakes around the largest stones, and the mastodon remains odd arrangement. One of its tusks, for example, was embedded vertically in the dirt. Wait, the site was found in 92 and excavated in 93. Why is it only being announced now? The main delay came from the sheer difficulty in accurately dating the site. It wasn't until 2011 and 2012 that Jim Paces of the U.S. Geological Survey could provide state of the art ages for the mastodon bones based on the relative amounts of uranium and thorium within them. Demir, a paleontologist by training, also had a lot of other projects on his plate. After writing a brief report on the site in 95 for California Department of Transportation, he turned his attention to other research projects, including the evolution of baleen whales. In the meantime, a small band of online commentators has seized upon 95 report as a sign that evidence on the people of the Americas was being suppressed. Demir appears surprised and confused by the charge. Nobody ever said, forget this ever happened, he says. That's just baloney. Okay, so what's new? What's the new evidence being presented? To start, the wear features on the rocks match what one would expect from stone tools, specifically those used for smashing up bones, says research team Richard Folliger, an archaeologist at Australia's University of Wollongong. There's also the matter of the stone's placement. The site was entombed in siltstone, a type of sedimentary rock that forms from fine-grained sediments, the sort that would settle out only in very slow-moving, large-energy water. But the large stones that appear to be rudimentary tools are far heavier than surrounding particles. One is roughly 30 pounds. If water didn't move the rocks there, then perhaps people carried them to the site. In addition, fractures on the mastodon bone suggest that they were broken while fresh, and that the researchers say they couldn't have been smashed by natural processes. The skeleton likely were not trampled by other large creatures. The team argues since some of the mastodon's more fragile bones, such as the ribs and vertebrae, are less shattered than the sturdy limb bones, nor could smaller animals have done it. The team argues because scavenging carnivores can't chew their way through the middle of a fresh mastodon for meat. The team also provided experimental evidence that hammerstones and anvils make similar fracture patterns in fresh elephant bones, suggesting by analogy that such a process could have been at work at the Karuta site. Now, it sounds intriguing, while other experts so skeptical. Now, one of the main critiques is that the study doesn't definitely rule out natural causes of the presence of the perpetrated stones, the breakage patterns in the mastodon bones, or the patterns of breakage and where they're on the surfaces. Okay, so for one, the paper doesn't satisfyingly rule out the possibility that natural process carried the large rocks to the scene, says Vanderbilt University archaeologist Tom Dilhay. Nor does it fully rule out the possibility that the wear patterns of the stones were a result of rocks bumping against one another in the stream, he says. When you put the total package together, there's certainly more evidence to reject the study than accept it, Dylan Hayes says. It's not impossible that human history in the Americas is older than currently thought, says Southern Methodist University archaeologist and National Geographic grantee David Meltzer, an expert on early Americans. But to prove it, you cannot take broken bones and nondescript stones to make the case, not without demonstrating that nature could not have broken those bones and modified those stones, he said. Andy Hemmings, the lead archaeologist at the site of ancient human habitation in Florida called Old Vero, agrees. We just have to accept the stones were carried in, but from where and by whom? These are things I'd like to see answers before I'd be willing to put much faith in the conclusion. Are there any other concerns about the tools? Archaeologists also take issue within the stones that aren't there. Usually, hammer and anvil sites also come with lithics, flake stones, tools, and debris from their manufacture and use, notes Jim Adavoisier, the Florida Atlantic University archaeologist who excavated Meadowcroft Rock Shelter, one of the North America's oldest archaeological sites. These type of tools are missing entirely from the Karuta site, even though it supposedly dates to a time when hominids were perfectly capable of making sophisticated hand axes. They make a statement that the evidence at Karuta is consistent with many other sites, says Advorcio. Well, I'm sorry, it's not that. Just isn't simply true. Stephen Holland of the Center for American Paleolithic Research, one of the researchers team archaeologists, rebuts the charge, saying that there's evidence for archaeological sites in the Americas that don't have flake stone tools. For the last 25 years, Holland has studied two sites in Kansas and Nebraska that are about 14,000 to 33,000 years old. He claims these sites are also bone quarries where humans did not use flake stone tools, much like the Karuta site. Hemmings, however, isn't confident that the evidence uninformally supports the idea that humans at the Karuta site, Karuta, were trying to use the mastodon bones as tools. In particular, one of the mastodon teeth is shattered for no obvious reason. Everything that's broken was still there, so it wasn't mined for tools. And you're certainly not getting marrow out of the bone of a mastodon tooth, he says. So, what exactly is supposed to have gone on? If the stones are tools, though, does that cinch the case for humans? Not necessarily. The human line doesn't have monopoly on tool use after all. For at least 4,000 years, chimpanzees in Cote d'Ivoire have been cracking nuts with stone hammers, and in Brazil, bearded capuchin monkeys have smashed cashews with rocks for at least 100 generations. However, the fossil record of the Americas lacks a marrow-munching, non-human primate of 130,000 years ago. One of the site's rocks is also nearly 30 pounds, far heavier than the rocks Brazil capuchins wild. In addition, capuchins are too small to generate the kinetic force needed to crack a mastodon bone, says University of Georgia's Dorothy Fragazi, a National Geographic explorer who studies capuchin tool use. I agree with the authors that if these are hammerstones, humans use them. Michael Haslam, an Oxford archaeologist who studies tools used in non-human primates, agrees. I think that the evidence presented in this paper backs up authors' claim that a mastodon has been broken apart using stone tools. He says, overall, I think we need to consider humans as the starting hypothesis for this site and then go from there. Well, that sounds more promising. So, if the authors are right, is it possible I'm related to these ancient Macedon miners? Maybe, although even if interpretation holds up, it's unlikely that the tool bearers were atomically modern humans. At present, there's no evidence that Homo sapiens sapiens left Africa earlier than 120,000 years ago, but at least four sister species were living in East Asia around the time, and the three would be contenders for crossing into the Americas. The fourth is Homo florensis. You can correct me on that one. The much ballyhooed hobbits of Indonesia islands of Flores, but they're probably not involved. Might the two users have been Homo erectus, our direct ancestors, and the earliest known fire starters? What about Homo neanderthalis, which had made it to present day Kazakhstan around the time of activity of the Karuta? Or could they have been the Denisovians, the anemic East Asian group known from DNA samples collected in a single Russian cave? At present, it's impossible to say. How would any of these species have made the crossing? The answers vary, since the span of possible ages for the site are 120 to 140,000 years ago, cover the beginning of the last interglacial, the warm period before the last ice age. If this site is 140,000 years old, then it is possible that any two-wheeled hominids could have come to the Americas via the Beringia, the land bridge that once connected Siberia and Alaska, says McNabb. But if it's 120,000 years old, well into the last interglacial, then sea levels would have been much higher. Any would-be migrants would be facing a sea crossing at least 50 miles long. By 130,000 years ago, hominids undoubtedly figured out how to cross open water. A site in Crete called Moku bears stone tools that could be about 130,000 years old, but Crete was never connected to the Greek mainland by a land bridge. But at present, there's no solid evidence that hominids had made it into northeastern Siberia before about 30,000 years ago, much less any evidence that they floated across the Bering Strait 100,000 years before that. I think a sea crossing to the Americas with a much higher sea level is much more difficult proposition, McNabb says. He claims for have claims for this site early been made before. For the most part, American archaeology has been caught in a bitter debate over whether humans arrived a couple thousand years earlier than previously thought, not 100,000 years before. The earliest occupation of the Americas is highly contentious subject, McNabb says. For decades, conventions had held that around 13,000 years ago, an ice-free corridor opened up the Alaska to Montana, providing a passage to a group of humans who have trekked across Beringia within 500 years. These migrants were thought to have successfully peopled the Americas, leaving behind a type of fluted stone point that became a calling card of sort for the Clovis culture. But the beginning of the 70s, archaeologists, including Andovosia and Dillenhay, began to find evidence of this site that predated the Clovis culture, such as Pennsylvania Meadowcroft Rock Shelter and Charles Mote Verde, excavations that the National Geographic Society helped fund. A brutal and sometimes deeply personal debate over the legitimacy of the pre-Clovis sites ensued. In the case of the Monteverde and the Delahaye, nearly 2 decades to convince many of his peers that the site predates the Clovis culture. Some Clovis first holdouts still don't buy it. Dramatically extending the timeline for humans in the Americas makes the Karuti claim even more contentious, and few previous claims of this site much older have survived the academic wringer. In the 60s, for instance, famed archaeologist Louis Leakey received several National Geographic Society grants to fund excavations at Calico Hills, a site in California that have been rumored to contain stone tools at least 100,000 years old. Unfortunately for Leakey, the site, particularly geology, produced stone flakes that looked a lot like tools, making it all impossible to tell the difference between natural and human-made objects. Modern consensus is that the stone tools are naturally occurring. Nobody's gone back and seriously touched that site at all, says Dillenhay. Leakey was burned, and the people associated with the site were burned, so to speak. These things happen. Then he says, can the researchers do anything else to back up their claim? Yes, Demir and his colleagues are currently examining the stone tools for the site for protein residues. If they really were used to smash the mastodon bone, microscopic bits of mastodon likely would have been ground into the rocks, nooks, and crannies. The researchers also say they're interested in re-excavating the site, part of which remains in the earthen dam in San Diego County, intended to dull the noise from California State Route 54. In the meantime, the authors say that they're prepared to defend their analysis from the years, if not decades, of fierce criticism ahead of it. Now, I think we've made a very good case that this is an archaeological site, says Holland. I think we're quite prepared for the firestorm that's coming. This is a hypothesis that begs for careful scrutiny and attempts to falsify it. I'm open to that. Odds Demir, that's the way science should work, right? Bring it on. End of the article.
So, all right. So, yeah, shout out to the family that's recording us right now. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all recording us. And so the claim was that it was humans in the Americas at 130,000 years ago. All right, we got the source for that. Sean just read the whole damn source, right? It's clear. So just to make sure that we know exactly what was read, right? The claim was, all right, from Chief Hoilday, that at 160 or 130,000 years ago, here go the source, right? This is the primary work right here, that humans, he was talking about Homo sapiens sapiens. They don't even know the difference. Come on, Chief, since you recording us, right? You made the claim, since you don't believe in evolution, you was absolutely talking about Homo sapiens sapiens. But this article is not talking about Homo sapiens sapiens. You have misrepresented the article again. So we can go right here. Here you go. Uranium, radiometric analysis of multiple bone. What?
He left. Huh? He left.
No, but they he ain't left nowhere. They over there recording us right now. We live on their channel. It's all good.
Yeah.
Uranium.
Back now.
Uranium. Look, radiometric analysis of multiple bone.
Unbiased Sports is waiting.
Oh, all right. Let me read this. I got it. Radiometric analysis of multi-bone specimens using diffusion, absorption, decay. Dating model indicates a burial date of 130.7, give or take 9.4 thousand years. Now, these findings confirm the presence of an unidentified species of Homo. Do you know? So the article doesn't say it's Homo sapiens sapiens. It says an unidentified species of Homo. Now, you got Homo erectus, Homo nalali, Homo neanderthal, Homo sapiens sapien, right? But we know when Homo sapiens sapien left Africa. So once again, the Aboriginal community is using articles that support evolution and trying to support their claims. So this is talking about the Homo that walked from Africa, that came across the land bridge that none of them agrees with, right? Just making it clear, Chief, because I know y'all recording this. That's the claim you made. We can go back and play the game footage, but once again, your source does not support your claim. And once again, y'all trying to use evolutionary arguments, you know what I'm saying, white people science that you don't agree with to prove your claim. So this is clear right here that this has nothing to do with Homo sapiens sapiens. It's just an unidentified species of Homo. Down here it goes on to say that the oldest site and well-documented archaeological site in North America, such as substantially
everything they don't subscribe to
arrival Homo into the Americas, huh? What'd you say?
I say everything they do not subscribe to, it mentioned in the article, from Homo sapiens to land bridges to evolution. It had all of that.
Can I address something real fast?
Yes, you can.
Okay, first off, 131,000 years ago, did human beings exist in Africa?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, just stay right there. So what was Professor James Smalls talking about when he said that black people have been in America for at least 250,000 years.
He was using this article right here, but he just misread it. The elder made a mistake. That's all. I'm just telling you, bro. He made a mistake.
Nah, you can't. Nah.
Ain't no nah.
No, can't make
mistakes.
Lotus,
shut up. Mossy Warrior Claim. Come on now. Relax.
Hey, Lotus, what I'm saying is the only article that we have is this one right here, bro. So if y'all don't have a supporting document on based off what, my elder, Professor Small, said, then this is the article that he was talking about. I know he was talking about this article. He just misread. He's seen the homo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the word human. If you see a word human in a scientific article, it doesn't necessarily mean Homo sapiens sapien. It's just a mistake. I mean, y'all allowed to make mistakes. Y'all don't really fuck with evolution like this. And I'm telling you, in the evolutionary conversation, whenever you see the word human, it does not mean Homo sapiens sapien. It does not mean AMT, which is anatomically modern human. It could mean that, but it doesn't mean that. So right here, they say it is an unspecified Homo species. Unspecified.
What was the date on your article?
133,000 years.
No. What's the date? The date.
I asked y'all, did anatomically correct humans exist in 131,000 years ago in Africa?
Yes.
Well,
yes,
Fitz in the chat says that humans weren't around 100,000 years ago.
Yeah, 2017. Go ahead. What would you say? Say it again, Chief.
I have a 2018 article.
I'm stuck, bro.
Yeah, you got the.
And look, I can give y'all 18 billion articles, right? I can give you more articles. I can give you bones.
Talk up, Chief. I can't hear you. Say what?
Give me a 10,000 BC bones that y'all identify with in West Africa.
Oh my gosh!
Because y'all can't keep me here.
All right, not a problem. You want that source to
confirm
that?
Part.
I got a video I can post.
I can't do it with this guy.
I'm saying, do y'all want that source though?
Anthropologists talking about bones that they just found like a year or so ago.
Up, bro. And y'all trying to explain away an article that comes from white people that
no, we're not trying to explain. No, hold on. Hey, Chief.
2018 article.
Use nature.
I got you. Hey, Chief, we not trying. Hey, Chief, that's not what we're doing, brother. We're not explaining the way
I can show you more than y'all can show me. Y'all can't show me shit.
No, hey, Chief,
you ain't showed us anything.
Chief, you ain't showed us nothing, dude. We produced the article
not
for you,
scientifically literate.
We produced the article for you.
Stop using the word scientific illiterate. That shit is so damn ridiculous.
Lotus, be quiet, man. I don't even know how you got on the panel. You don't even deserve a chance.
Yo, Mouth. What content have you ever brought to the world, sir?
Plenty.
Y'all been bringing
I do it every week. I do it every week, man. I write books,
for 3 years
journals,
articles on my channel.
Hey, Lotus. Hey, Lotus.
You ain't wrote nothing.
Lotus. Hold on, man. Stop disrespecting my friends, man. You're not supposed to be talking unless you got an article, dude. I wasn't even gonna let you on here. So follow the rules. Come on, Chief. Recognize that that's the article, bro. And y'all misrepresented it. So if another person is coming and saying, ain't no humans in 130 yet, let me show you. Let me present my case. I'm just gonna give you the source. It's called source up and shut the fuck up. Yolanda. She put that in there. So let me give you an article. Let's say I just want to go to the Olduvai Gorge, 190,000 in Africa. Let me show you the bones. We can do that. It's all good. Then y'all can argue over this shit ain't real. I don't mind. But give me an article to show it ain't real. 100,000-year-old Homo sapien. Homo.
I need you to grab the one that I just put.
Okay. All right, you grab the Homo sapien one?
No.
Yeah, Vasa asked me to put one in here as well. It's the Science Daily one.
The one that I just put, the 2018, deals with Chief's mastodon bones. It says the critics attack study that rewrote human arrival in Americas. In this article, it has, of course, it has the other links that'll take us everywhere else. Okay.
I'm gonna give it to the people.
Now, what it says is we can deal with the current scientific consensus on the settlement of the Americas, is that the early humans from Asia crossed the Bering Land Bridge into Alaska around 20,000 years ago. They're based on archaeological research and studies of modern and ancient DNA. However, back to your point, it says, and like it did in the article, that it suggests that an unknown hominid species had reached California by that time. It continues to go on. Now it says to rebut the mastodon claim, Farrell's team examined a site in Waco containing the remains of at least 26 mammoths that died around 60,000 years ago. Archaeologists have previously looked for evidence of humans at the site and found none. According to Farrell, some of the mammoth bones were battered and broken in the same way as the bones from San Diego site. Farrell thinks that construction work, some of the Waco mammoth bones were found during a building project, and naturally where can explain the similarities. One type of bone break found at both sites, a spiral fracture, has been seen as far back as the Triassic period. A dinosaur would break a leg, it happens. There are natural processes that could reasonably explain spiral fractures, said Farrell. Now, the damage questions. In a response published alongside the critique, Demir and his colleagues stand by their assertion and say that the resemblance between the bones from the sites is merely superficial and that comparing the sites is not appropriate. We're really quite familiar with the kind of damages caused by heavy equipment, Demir adds. He adds doubters to come to San Diego to look at the material in person before making a judgment. David Meltzer, archaeologist at Southern Methodist University in Dallas, Texas, who co-wrote an earlier critique of the 2017 studies, is glad to see other groups questioning the strength of the evidence. Meltzer says that he is open to the idea that humans reached the Americas more than 100,000 years before he thought, just not on the basis of such equivocal data. Given everything that we know, it makes no sense, he says. You're not going to flip people's opinion 180 degrees unless you've got absolutely unimpeachable evidence, and this ain't it. So, Hoilday, you need more evidence, bro.
Now, he wanted the evidence for the 190,000 fossils.
Yeah, but he made
you
a
need more
claim,
content.
and the claim and the claim that he made.
Show us a pinky from West Africa, 10,000 BC. Show us a pinky or something, man.
In West Africa.
Show us something.
Hey, no. See, here's the thing, right?
They want us to show them everything. They just like the Hebrews. You got to teach these people about who they are, and we continue to do that. But then when we ask them a question, we get circular arguments. When we ask them, if you've been here, what is your God's name since you've been here? What were the foods you were eating? What was the languages you were speaking? What was some of the dress attire? When you ask them some basic cultural things, Hoilday, you have not answered that question in 3 years. I don't want to hear from you. I ain't got time for none of y'all. None of y'all have written anything that's worth my time. I only came on here because people in the chat was confused. So my concern is the people in the chat. I don't care nothing about what y'all got to say. Publish your work. No, put some work out. Put some work out. Put some work out.
What you mean, no? What work
Put
you
some work out.
What are you talking
Who the hell are you?
Out.
You are no authority
work
figure.
out.
You are not
Put
an
some
authority
work
figure.
out. If you want respect from us, if you want us to engage
This was
y'all,
our Q&A.
put some work out.
And then
I don't
y'all brought
care
on this
what
clown.
you think y'all is.
Born in America,
Put some work out.
will
We
be an
can't
African clown.
keep
and nobody
you
on this
about
channel an
you.
African.
We can't
Definitely
keep
not
teaching
you,
you
Monster
about
Warrior
you.
Clan.
We can't keep teaching you about you. You gotta
You don't
put
know
some
nothing
work
about yourself.
out. We don't respect y'all YouTubers. Y'all are YouTubers. Y'all are YouTubers. Y'all are YouTubers. You
are the
don't publish no
YouTuber
work.
with no
You
content.
don't publish no work. You don't do nothing.
What
We
published
need
work?
work
Oh,
from
really?
y'all. We can't keep
Hey,
teaching y'all
put
nothing.
the link to the chat in the in the YouTube.
Teaching y'all.
You mad at nobody talking about Bobby Warrior?
American Indian Truth said that you won't give Dan Calloway the link. Put that bitch in the chat.
You have no content.
Y'all. They need to explain that shit. Hey, Sean, let them talk, man. Let
That's
them
something
get it.
Dane
I don't
wrote
want them to think I
That's
let
something
them
that
talk.
Dane wrote from 2016, man. You think a person, he thought the same in 2016? That's what make y'all look silly and petty,
brother.
And pseudoscience, especially you, Monster Warrior Clan. I don't care what article you publish. That shit is pseudo. It's trash.
I can't believe it.
Prove it.
Slave narrative.
Prove it.
Nonsense science from the Royal
Prove
Society.
it.
Okay, none
Prove
of prove it yourself doesn't come from the Royal Society.
Hey,
Well,
you know what?
Take your word
You know
for it.
what?
No
Notice.
How
Hey,
about
notice.
that?
Is nature credible? Yes or no?
And yeah, I thought it was. I thought nature
Okay,
was
all right,
credible.
it's credible. All right, okay. So if I told you I had even more scientific evidence, right? We asking y'all about give us scientific evidence. What you're giving us is an Africa hypothesis that is not.
Gave us. It was your
We ain't give you
hypothesis.
that, yo.
It was your
Changed
hypothesis.
to a fact. The last time I checked, it has not been changed to a fact.
It's
Check.
your hypothesis.
Hey, Sean, hold on. Hey, Sean, hold on. Sean. Hey, Chief Hoilday. Go ahead, bro. What you say just now?
I'm saying out of Africa hypothesis has not been turned into a fact or a
okay,
law.
okay, hold on. Can you give us that article, please, so we can read it?
No, I'm asking you a question. Is out of Africa a fact? Yes or no?
It's a theory.
Okay. Is a theory
scientific theory?
Yes or no?
It's a scientific theory, brother.
All right, so let me ask you a
That's
question.
no better.
You made a video. You made a video about the ice glaciers killing all the black Indians, and you said that a number of white Indians came across the Bering Strait. Now you know for a fact, and if you guys know science, you know white people didn't exist, so they couldn't create mestizos.
Don't let him put that claim on you. Talking about black Indians, white Indians. Don't let him. Don't let him do that.
You cut me off. Do that. Yeah, they were.
Because you just lied.
What am I lying about?
Show some
Hey, I put that in the link.
Show some class, Mafia Warrior Clan. Because
you want to get on here, I gave him the link. All right. Hold on for 1 minute, y'all. 1 minute. 1 minute. If you want to defend him putting that article on his website, I put the link in the chat room. All right. So let's not play like I'm hiding. Chief, what'd you say? I said what?
I'm saying, bro, listen, y'all. At the end of the day, bro, we have evidence on our side. The sister said archaeology.
That's fine.
Oh, you don't.
Okay, whoa. We have more pyramids than you have. You don't have any.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, just put the
pyramids ain't got to do nothing with shit. Until you mother flowers take a DNA test.
Can I finish talking?
Your DNA test is a fraud.
Okay, can
the Native Americans, they took one to prove that they were the motherfucking Native Americans so they could get their money.
Wow, I'm going to take a DNA to prove what
articles on it.
Hey, Lotus.
Articles on them denying black people that were in their tribe land.
All right, hey, Lotus. Hey, Lotus. So you gotta take that up with hey Chief and Lotus. Y'all gotta take that up with Con Calloway, dude. He posted a DNA article on his website.
Okay, I got you. So what you saying is that y'all stand with Polite and did y'all share money with Polite?
What you mean?
Mm-hmm. Or how about York?
Did Polite send y'all some money?
Matter of fact, if Polite posts some sources on his website and it go against my business model and it go against the science, I'm gonna say something about it, bro. That's how I get out. That's why niggas don't really fuck with me like that. Because I'm a loose cannon, bro. Because I don't care. I care more about getting it right. And I don't have a problem with putting it all online and being wrong. So if I have a website and I put a source up there and somebody critique me on it, I'm gonna get the link from their ass and I'm gonna deal with them, bro. And I'm not gonna holler and scream. You running all around the board right now, Chief.
Bro, we can't fight you on that.
Throwing out red herons.
Okay, but bro, I can't fight you on that. I'm only going with my information. I can't go with nobody else.
Cool. So I'm just asking you, do me a solid. Whatever you want to talk about something, let's read it, bro. So if the out of Africa theory been debunked, right? Or if you don't think a theory is a theory, just give me a source saying what a theory is. We can actually talk about it.
Wait, we done did this before on Sanchez show. What do we got?
Okay, then you can do it again.
We can do it again. We can post the definition of what a theory is, bro.
You gonna do something one time?
Hey, Chief, all I'm asking you is, bro, right now we can post a theory, what a theory is. And I'm saying we got to be beholden to that. We can't make up our own shit on what a theory is, Chief. That's all I'm saying, dude. This needs to be the very technical show, bro. Maybe y'all a little loose over there. I'm tightening the hatches up around here, dude.
Man, but listen, though. I've already told you what a theory was, though.
Hold on. What's the theory, brother?
Do you want us to get the definition, or you just want me to tell you?
No, I want you to get a definition to prove what you're saying.
Okay, cool. Got you.
Or you want me to find it for you?
Please do.
All right. Which theory do you want? Do you want a regular theory or a scientific theory, or you want me to show you something that shows the difference? What you want?
I want you to give me the definition of both. I want you to give me the definition of a theory, and then I want you to give me the definition of a scientific theory. Watch this.
All right. So let's just type in scientific theory versus theory. Let's do that.
No.
You don't want to do that?
Nah. I need the actual definitions. Can I get the definition of a scientific theory? You can do that. Matter of fact, do a theory first, and then come back to scientific theory. How about that?
All right.
He trying to play games on.
Now I'm gonna let him play the games. We can just
And
play the game all the way through.
Man. He making us stupid in the chat, man. The chat room don't want to play with this man no more. They know he's dumb.
They daggering themselves, Shad.
You just gotta let them do it, yo.
No, that's broken daggers in here.
By the rules. So y'all want the theory? Let me see.
Master Khalil said they're not going to accept the definition anyway.
Well, they gotta accept the damn definition. You just want the regular theory. I'm gonna put
observed by etymology only.
Huh?
Y'all can play with the definitions. I'll deal with etymology.
All right, and then we'll go to the etymology dictionary, brother. Any kind of
what's the problem with this right now, though?
Y'all not gonna get off the hot seat.
Whoa. The problem with this is, though, y'all know that there's a difference between a theory and a fact, but now you're trying to.
No, we can do that too.
You gotta find.
Listen, hey, bro, I want you to know that we can do that too. That's what I'm trying to show you. So
what
right now,
the bones? What about the artifacts? What about metallurgy? What about science that comes from America, bro? Like y'all.
Do you understand? Listen, hey, Chief Hoilday. Can we just do one thing at a time, bro? Which one do you want to do?
We gotta talk about theory.
The metallurgy. What do you want to do?
I mean, I really want to be grown adults and really get into some real science, bro. I don't want to get into this. What you talking about right now?
Okay, so let's not talk about that. What is it? Whatever you talk about, you have to bring a source. If you say metallurgy in the Americas, please give us an article on metallurgy and let's talk about it like gentlemen, bro. That's all.
We have to get through the basic first with y'all, okay?
Okay, give us the basic with a source, though. Is that okay?
Listen. This is simple. Okay, we identify ourselves with our ancestors who left artifacts in their bones in the earth. We are the mound builders and the civilization givers to the planet.
Really?
Okay? We've been here for billions of years. You niggas is slow.
Hold up. These bones. Hold up.
You said we was here.
Hold up. Chief, I believe you. Hold up. I believe Chief.
You got a doctor on the show, bus.
Bones? You found bones in the ground, right? You said bones, correct?
Bones.
Did they test those bones?
Yeah, bones. Do y'all need some names?
Those bones?
You said trillion. You said trillions of years old.
Excuse me?
How old you say? Trillion?
I say we've been here billions, if not trillions of years. Absolutely. I don't say we got no bones as that old.
So okay, so hold on. So this do you have any evidence to show the people listening right now?
You want more and more evidence. Now you want more and more evidence.
Fine.
You want more and more evidence.
That for me?
Okay, well listen, I'm gonna give you this.
Because when you don't have evidence, you got people doing fucking lobotomy thinking that that's medicine, that's healing people.
I ain't gotta go that far back. What about Naya and Luzia?
That's why you need evidence.
No, what about who?
Evidence. I got Naya and I got Luzia. Who next?
That's not a billion years, Luzia and Naya. That's not a billion years.
That far back, bro. I just told you that. I told you I don't have no bones that go back a billion years.
Okay, so why you say what would make you think we've been here a billion years?
You said Luzia?
Yeah, he said Luzia and Naya.
Oh shit.
Okay, I got you. How are you identifying yourself for coming from the continent of Africa, so-called Africa?
Man, why are you jumping around the board, dude? You said a billion. Do you want to go past that? So Chief does not have a billion year or anything. So let's move on now. What's the question you're asking me now? How am I identifying myself with Africa?
Yeah.
Because my DNA say that.
Okay. So we've already established. That
DNA is a fraud, man.
We have never answered the difference between a theory and a scientific.
Yeah, they said they ain't want to do it.
No. I don't care what they don't want to do. We have a chat room.
Those are two different words. He can't look that up.
We have a chat room. We have a chat room that we should be focused on. We shouldn't be focused on them. We should be focused on the chat room who are here to learn. And they ain't learning because people keep changing, creating all these fallacies.
Nigga, y'all
He's
got
making
may have to-
claims. He's making claims without sources again, and he continues to get away with it. We cannot
We want to
focus
know
on
about the
them.
billion years thing.
How's what you gonna teach
We
gonna
can.
liberate our fucking people, man? You
He
niggas fucking
keeps
you got the nerve to
doing it.
defend
Chief,
Listen to
stop. Hey,
him.
Chief,
you
calm
Listen
down,
to
got
him.
the
bro.
motherfucking
Listen to him.
language
Listen to
We
him.
may have to teach him on DNA
I
too,
have
because they don't know what
not
the hell they're
called him
talking
out of
about. They're
his
gonna get people
name.
killed, man.
I have not called him out of his name. I have not cussed him. I
I know.
haven't called him nothing.
Hey, Chief, we gonna stop. Hey,
That's
Chief,
been
calm
going on
down, bro.
around here, though.
Chief, calm down. Hold on. Hey, Chief,
I
listen.
hope your audience is listening. Y'all telling them that DNA is pseudo, y'all gonna get people killed, man.
All
It's
right,
just like
this is
DNA
what we
people
gonna do.
saying
testing
that
Hold on,
is
hold
vaccine
on.
fraud.
killing.
You
We gotta
cannot
get back
Y'all are
on.
defend
gonna
the
get people
DNA
way
from
Hold
more
on.
killed.
somebody living.
Everybody
know
freeze
how
for a
it is
moment.
not a debate.
Period.
I told y'all that.
Listen.
Fuck is y'all talking about? Why
Hold
would
on.
y'all
Hey,
let y'all
Chief.
people learn something?
Chief.
We
Hey, Chief.
mute our fucking mics when
If
y'all
he's
talking.
if he's
Hey,
recording
Chief.
us, we need to teach his audience.
Hey, Chief.
That's
Yep,
how
we
we
need to teach them what
unpseudo.
DNA
That's
is
how we.
too.
That's how we.
Shit, bro.
Audience don't believe the shit y'all saying,
Listen,
man.
all
We
I
need to
listen. This is
teach
what we're gonna
his
do. Hold on,
audience.
everybody stop.
Since
This is what
he's
we're gonna do.
live, we need to teach.
Hold on, Sean. Everybody relax for a minute.
Chief, bro.
Audience know
Chief.
DNA
Hey,
test
Chief.
fraud.
Hold on for a
Go
minute.
in, Chief.
Hey,
Nigga, we
hey,
writing
hey,
legislation
hold
and
on,
shit over
Chief.
there. What the fuck is y'all doing, bro?
Chief, hold
We
on for a
trying to
minute.
save our people. Y'all still sending niggas off to Africa.
Chief.
Fuck is you
Evidence.
Hey, Chief, hold on for a minute,
You ain't
buddy.
got it.
Hold on for a minute, dude. We calm it down. Listen, this is what we can't do. We can't just talk over everybody. It sounds real crazy.
I mean, but
So
bro,
for
we meet
listening
our
honest,
mics
you
when
said
y'all talk,
you don't
bro.
want to deal with the theory no more. You got off of that. So don't bring it up no more. Let's move on. Don't say nothing about a theory. No scientific theory. Leave it alone. So
Okay,
now you made a claim about 1 billion years. You didn't bring a source. You said you don't got it. Let's move on to the next thing.
How about this right here? That's my theory then.
That's
What, the billion years?
Yeah, that we've been here. Matter of fact, trillions.
Is that on Bias Sports?
All right, that's cool.
Hey, guess what? That's my theory.
That's your theory, right? You made that up, right?
Hello.
That's my theory.
Yeah, can't be proven wrong.
Hey,
You can't
bro, how you come up with 1 billion years, though?
Hey, but explain
how
that.
do you make a human
nature,
from scratch?
what y'all got to do is, okay, listen, explain that nature journal. That's all y'all got to do. Y'all ain't got to talk us to death. Explain the nurture journal. Nature journal. Explain it.
Man.
I
feel like before we go anywhere, we need
Sean.
to define theory and scientific
Where you at,
theory.
Sean?
Yo,
We need to teach them
know
about
about
different
heart.
You absolutely
days.
right.
You
Thanks for
full
keeping
of
me on track. Hey, Lotus.
Yeah.
Hey, Lotus. Let me see. Hey,
bro,
check this out. How they used to say it, yo? Goodbye. Goodbye. Hey, Chief. Chief.
You gonna run?
Hey, Chief.
Right.
Hey, Chief. Now, if you want to continue the conversation, we got the eject button around this motherfucker. Whenever you say something, we need something verified. It's a gentleman's conversation, bro. I don't want to interrupt you. I just don't want you on some bullshit. So if you want to talk about something, give me a source or I'll look it up for you like we've been doing. It's been pretty productive to this point, bro. You want us to explain the Journal of Nature joint? Sean read the whole thing. He read 2 hours and he explained it. So I don't know what part you didn't understand. We've taken care of that. Now, what's your next claim, buddy? Metallurgy. Can we get something about metallurgy?
I'm not going with that. We're gonna stick to these bones.
Which bones you want to stick with?
I don't see why y'all doing that. You don't believe in DNA.
Hold on for a minute, CK. What bones are you talking about?
I'm talking about Naya and Luzia. Explain them.
Okay, let's get the order. Let's read it. Let's go.
Hey, do you want me to do this first?
Yeah, what you gonna do?
I want to talk about Naya.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's deal with Naya. Is that cool with you, Chief?
That's cool.
All right.
Okay. Researchers and artists have reconstructed the face of
we
a
need the
teenage
source, though,
girl.
Sean. You just talking right now.
I'm putting it in there.
We're gonna put it in the chat room.
The source he's reading.
I'm reading from NBCnews.com, and I'm gonna put the source in the chat. Hold on before I speak any further. Let me drop this link. Put this in the chat right here. Chat. Link to all panelists. Boom. In the chat. All right. Now, researchers and artists have reconstructed the face of a teenage girl who lived 12,000 years ago in Mexico. And it's not the kind of face a person might typically associate with Native Americans. The remains of the girl, nicknamed Naya after the Greek term for a water nymph, were recovered from an underwater cave on Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Naya is regarded as one of the earliest known residents of the Americas, but her skull has a shape associated with African or South Pacific
Stop right there.
populations
Can you stop right
rather
there?
than,
Stop
and
right there for
that's
him,
not,
Can you
Sean.
stop right there?
I can't because that's not the end of the sentence.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead, bro.
But her skull has a shape associated with African or South Pacific populations rather than the typical Siberian look. Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
So, and you know how they came to this conclusion?
By using DNA.
It's called, see, this is why you slow. It's called craniology.
Okay.
Craniology, right? Which is the most reliable way how paleontologists and people, how they identify people around the world. So y'all do understand this, right?
Go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. So you know, our measurements and our skulls match. Nice.
Can I continue?
Okay, is that African measurements or some shit y'all say? So you saying no African? So who? What measure up? Nah, go ahead, Sean.
Okay. I got you.
Hold on, Chief.
You caught up in word spell. Okay.
Despite
you caught up in word spells. So you know Africa's not an ancient word. So leave that word alone. We just dealing with who she is. And also, and I want to do the Native American thing. Hold on.
I finish?
The Native American thing. Let me ask you a question, Sean. Did Native Americans exist 12,000 years ago? Yes or no?
Can he finish?
No,
man?
I'm not done.
Let's leave it there. Go ahead and keep reading. Go ahead. Sir.
All right. Despite their different look, researchers say Naya is genetically related to Native Americans who came to America later from Siberia via the Bering Land Bridge. Okay, let me finish. What's behind the facial differences? Anthropologist James Chatters, one of the leaders of the research team behind Naya's discovery, suggests that the earliest Northern Hemisphere wild-type populations have been distinguished by robust-looking males and softer-featured females, and the natural selection eventually favored the more robust features that are associated with later populations of Native Americans. That's a controversial claim. Other anthropologists say the differences may merely be due to natural variations within a given population. The facial reconstruction is based on Chatter's scientific work and sculptor Tom McLean's artistic flair. The same duo collaborated on a similar reconstruction based on the remains of the Kennewick Man, a Paleo-American who lived 9,000 years ago in present-day Washington state. To learn
I got a
more
source
about
for that Kennewick Man.
Yeah, to learn more about Naya's reborn face and about the first Americans, check out the cover story in the January issue of National Geographic magazine, which is going to take you back to nature. But that's that on that.
You done?
Yeah, we done with that one. That's Naya.
All right, Naya, what you got to say about that, Chief? What's your point? Hurry up, get your Google in, whatever you're doing.
I already posted the source for the Kennewick Man. Vasa gave it to me. Let me see if I can find it.
Hey, come on, man. Why you live talking on your show?
Listen, man, this is the problem. He's talking to his people right now because he can't win the argument here. And that's
trying
fine.
to get some more sources. It's all good.
Let him entertain his people. He has no argument because these two that he claims that are his are only 12 and 14,000 years old.
Yeah.
The oldest are 300,000 years old. So for him to want to claim some basically, I want to say new is craziness to me. And we keep getting back to this land bridge that he says does not exist. So these people he claiming came off the land bridge.
I know.
Mm.
DNA shows that.
The same thing that they denied earlier, said that was pseudo.
Yes. So this is what I'm saying. We going in circles here. The
So they
No,
land
no,
bridge
debunked
hey,
only
Sean, we
themselves.
actually not going in circles. I think we did a hell of a breakthrough today, right? They're going to have to get better at what they do. They're going to have to start bringing sources and deal with it. Like, they just going to have to get better. So I know y'all taping this, but I'm telling y'all community going to have to get better with resource. I was very patient today, right? Everything we said on the show, from Sean to CK, Unbiased Sports, you know what I'm saying? We gave y'all a source, what we talked about, right? Only source I don't think we gave him was the bones at 190,000 years at Olduvall Gorge. Can you find that, Sean?
Yes, I can.
Let's source that up real quick. Show them some damn bones. They want to see some bones at 190,000. We show you some bones. And I think we need to go over the what the theory is, right? Right around, Sean. You said the list always didn't get that. Am I correct?
Correct.
All right, so let's get the source for 190,000 bones since y'all streaming away, talking shit. And I'm actually going to challenge the people that listen to Con Calloway, the people that listen to what's his goddamn name? Chief Holloway and and Green Lotus, right? I'm going to challenge y'all to stop letting them talk y'all to death and tell them to what, y'all?
Okay. If you're unfamiliar with Gorge, you know, you can basically say it's in modern day Tanzania. It holds the earliest evidence of existence of human ancestors. Paleontologists have found hundreds of fossilized bones and stone tools in the area dating back to millions of years, leading them to conclude that humans evolved in Africa. Odivore is a misspelling of Odupe, a Maasai word for wild sisal plant that grows in the area. The gorge is located in the Great Rift Valley between the Ngorongoro crater and the Serengeti National Park. It is 30 miles from Laetoli, another fossil-rich area. Odivore Gorge was formed about 30,000 years ago, the results of aggressive geological activity in streams. The steep ravine is about 30 miles long and 295 feet deep, not quite large enough to be classified as a canyon. A river cuts through several layers to form individual beds, with the oldest estimated at about 2 million years old. The first family of paleontology, everybody knows them by Lewis and Mary Leakey, are often referred to as the first family of paleontology, as much of their lives and later the lives of their children revolved around Olduvore Gorge. The couple met on the dig in England and both worked briefly at the Olduvore Gorge before being married in England in 1937. I don't want to get too much into the history of the Leakeys. However, Lewis was born in 1903 in Kenya, where his English parents were missionaries. He would often uncover prehistoric stone tools while he was out bird watching. After graduating from University of England, it's crazy. He was bird watching. He joined a fossil finding expedition to what is now Tanzania, which sparked his interest in human origins. In the 30s, Leakey found the stone tools in Olduvore and elsewhere. Among their most notable finds were several extinct vertebrates, including the 25-million-year-old Pronconsul primate, one of the first and few fossil ape skulls discovered. Political unrest in nearby Kenya forced them to put their work on hold, but they went back to Olduvore Gorge in the late 50s. While they had focused on tools in their previous work at the gorge, they went back to look for further evidence of human life. One day in 1959, Mary went out to work as usual, leaving Lewis behind with a headache. She discovered fossilized parts of the skull and upper teeth of a type of hominid that had not been previously identified. Over the next several weeks, the leakers uncovered about 400 species of a nearly completed skull. There were similarities to other discoveries, including those in South Africa by Raymond Dart in 24 and Robert Broom in 36. However, the leakers classified their finds as new category of hominid, dubbed it, what is it called, Xenanthropus boise.
Yeah,
Now,
Zitopithecus boise.
yeah, Zitopithecus boise. Yeah, they just spelled it different.
It's
It
the
was
only
not
shit
the
I can say.
it was not the
Signs word. Go ahead, yo. You don't
yeah, it
gotta
was
read the whole thing though, Sean. We just want to
all
put that
right.
in there and show them how it's done. And I mean, so I hope y'all see how we did this today, right? To be honest with you. Now where we at with the theory? Let's get to the theory real fast. You got that, CK?
Oh yeah. You know what I find so hilarious, Unc?
What?
That these dudes actually think that I'm Dr. Tracy McCarthy.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know
Let's just
now.
talk about that
Y'all
for a
coming
quick
in.
second.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know now. So, all right, they sent the cavalry, so I'm gonna let y'all know.
Oh my God, I had to tell my man about this tomorrow.
That's funny. All right, so I just
These
listened to
dudes
these
think
people
I'm a white
room.
lady, y'all.
We got about a couple more minutes to do this. Reginald Green, what you want?
Peace. Oh, nah, I was coming back up my homeboy Chief Hoilday and Lotus about y'all DNA stuff because I have a lot of information that scientists say that DNA is fabricated.
All right,
Not
go get it. Stop. Go get it. Give us the source right now. Let's do it.
Okay, New York Times.
Okay, give it to me.
August 17th, 2009.
All right, hold on.
DNA evidence.
Hold on, bro. Stop. We want to get it at the same time. Make sure you ain't lying and shit. Hey, Sean, you looking that up? Sean.
Hey,
What?
You know that biology book when they talk about a research method and scientific method, they talk about good sources and bad sources.
I know we're gonna get into it. We're gonna do it. Let me get this. We know that.
Go ahead, I'm here.
Oh, Sean, where the fuck Sean go?
I'm right here.
Did you find it? Hey, yo, you can put that in the chat though. You know that, right, brother? So we can read it.
He said New York Times, New York Times.
I'll put it in the chat right now.
Yeah, so we can read that.
Article.
Let's deal with it. That's 2009. That's what? How many years ago is that?
10 years.
That's 10 years ago. All right, come on.
I don't have a 2009 article showing up from New York Times. So what was it called?
What's the name of it, brother?
Oh, let me go back to it because I'm about to put it in the chat.
All right, put it in the chat.
Evidence can be fabricated. Scientists show.
All right, come on, put it in there. Put it in the YouTube chat so we can click on it. Oh, you can't post it. You gonna put it in the back chat?
You know what
I said? Back chat and I'll post it on there.
Nah, I got it. You want me to read it? You want him to read it?
He can now let him read this source and we discuss it. I want the listening audience to see it though. Okay, so if we wrong, we just be fucking wrong, dude. Ain't nobody trying to be right. We trying to
which YouTube because I'm on Supreme
Can you
Chief.
post it in the back chat though?
I'm on Supreme Chief.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I couldn't hear you on the what, brother?
Supreme Chief. I just posted it up on Supreme Chief Hoilday channel.
You gotta put it in here, yo. You said the what?
Man, we changed
the sources. I said on Chief. Because I can't all right, what do I put it at?
In the YouTube.
All right.
Or even right here. Where you at? You right here. And there's a back. You should be able to see it. It's called the chat. You see it?
Nope.
The article. Who was the article written by?
Oh, I see it. I see the chat.
Was it written by Andre Pollock?
I just posted it now.
You got it, Sean? We're gonna get it. CK, you got that?
I got a whole nother
by Andre Pollock.
Oh my God, couple of things.
Okay, so
No, we
okay,
just want that. We got to focus on that. New
The
York
New
yeah,
York
Times.
yeah,
Time
yeah.
one, correct? The bottom
Let's
one.
go. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
It
All
said,
right, I'm
hold
gonna
on.
put it in the
DNA
chat.
evidence can be fabricated, scientists show. Okay, so okay. So DNA evidence can be fabricated. How does that support DNA not being real?
And that's from the New York Times, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold on. I
Okay.
got a better article because if you click
No,
on
we
that
got
one,
to deal with
it'll be
their article. Then you get something to refute that or whatever you're going to do.
no. It's the
Gotta
same
allow them to
article.
use their sources.
It's the same article. It's just on that geneticsociety.org site. You just have to scroll down and it has the link where you can actually view it.
Hey,
What?
is a newspaper credible? Is it a credible source?
Yeah, the New York Times is, yeah, I fuck with the New York Times.
Okay, can I read this right here? That's in this biology book about that.
No, we gotta let them read their source first.
Yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah.
then we come
Okay,
behind it.
all right.
So only
Go
gotta be
ahead. Go
fair.
ahead, Green, Mr. Green.
But that's not gonna be, I'm saying with the New York Times, they're using it from another source though. Like we know that.
Now, yeah, but even still, when I read this, it's going to make sense, bro.
I know, but you can't skip them. Then we just
Nah, I
like,
know.
Oh no, he could go. He could
I'm
go.
patient. I'm patient.
I'm not
I'm biased. Don't go.
impatient.
Don't go.
I'm
Don't
not
say nothing.
biased. I mean, I'm biased on everything. I just want to hear what the brother's saying.
but I want to
And
read your
Nah, we
source
want to
first,
hear. We
yo.
want to hear you first, bro.
I want to hear you first. I the hell with that shit. We don't
Y'all
need
wanna
okay,
y'all
all that.
wanna hear me?
because uh, to be honest, DNA is only for your biological parents, or
Paternity test.
if yes, it never said anything about they never had DNA past your grandparents, because your great grandparents were even around when DNA first was
Can,
introduced.
can we deal with this your first source and then we can deal with your second if you have
Yeah.
a second source for what you just said?
I
Okay.
got it, Sean. I see it right here. The DNA evidence can be fabricated, scientists show by
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Pollock, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
Okay, let me get back to the article.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scientists have demands that it is possible for fabrication in DNA evidence, undermining the credibility of what has been considered the gold standard of proof in criminal cases. The scientists fabricate blood, and the sample
Saliva.
contain what
The saliva samples.
saliva sample containing DNA. Hold on, because I had to cut my phone back on and keep shutting off from a person other than the donor of the blood, blood and saliva. They also showed that if they had access to the DNA proof in a database, they could construct a sample of DNA to match their profile without obtaining any tissue from that person.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
You can just engineer a criminal science, said Dan
Criminal scene.
Frunken,
Criminal scene.
lead fruit Fruit Saint, leading author of the paper, which has been published online by the journalist.
The journal.
For,
Journal of Forensic Science. International
yeah,
Journal.
I was about to say that. I was
Mm-hmm.
catching my breath. Journal of Forensic Science International.
Mm-hmm.
Genealogists and biologists undergraduate could perform this.
Mm-hmm.
You want
Says
me to keep going?
it
Dr.
says Dr.
Dr.
Frunkmeken.
Fruitkin
Mm-hmm.
is a founder of Nucleus,
Mm-hmm.
a company based in tech. I mean, what's that? AV.
Tel
Um,
Aviv. Tel Aviv.
yeah, Tel Aviv that has developed a test discussing real DNA samples,
Distinguishing. To distinguish.
distinguish real DNA samples from fake ones that it hopes to sell to forensic laboratory
To forensic
for
laboratories.
forensic laboratory. Sorry, my phone
It's
shut
all
black.
good. Let me finish that. Let me finish. It says that the planting of fabricated DNA evidence at the crime scene is only one implication of the findings. It's a potential invasion of personal privacy is another. So, what are you using this article for? To show what, brother?
That DNA is fabricated.
No,
It could
no,
be
that's not what this is
fabricated.
saying.
That's not what it says.
That's not what the article is saying. Let's go back to the reading
Reading
comprehension.
comprehension.
It said yes. It said that it's fabricated in criminal. It could be fabricated
Yes,
in DNA or matching who your
yes,
people are. If it
yes,
fabricated in criminal case, then it
yes.
could be fabricated in genealogy. Like you, let's say for instance, you
No,
say you have
we got you. We with you. We with you. So okay, based off reading this right here and not reading nothing else, right? They're saying that you can actually fake a nigga out on some shit. Am I correct?
yeah,
But it also says they developed a test to tell the difference from real DNA and fake DNA. So what this
of
absolutely
course,
proves is, hold on, this article proves that one, DNA testing is real because something has to be real for you to be able to fake some shit. So it's real. It can be faked, but they have a test so you can know the difference between somebody trying to falsify some DNA and somebody using some real DNA. I just hope you understand what you just read, bro.
oh yeah.
All right, so
This
you
article
got it your
doesn't
source
support
right
you.
there. Go ahead, Sean. You want to
But
say something?
Yeah, the article that is presented does not support your position when you initially came in and stated what you did. However, using your same New York Times, they have updated that information and have written a
What
2019
can
article.
you put? Can you put it in the chat,
Absolutely, I'm going to.
And first, what is your name, brother?
Reginald?
Hey, Reginald, guess what, brother?
What's up?
I appreciate you, dude. And for the first time, I appreciate Chief because he was actually trying to give us some damn sources. And I appreciate for the first
Although
time in
he
a
only
long
gave us like
time,
two, he
somebody
only
was
gave us
my
two.
friend Black Lotus. I appreciate him actually being honest about Con Calloway. See, this is all I be asking for, dude. Let's just read the stuff. We all learning right here. Because I be damn, I didn't know they could do that. So, Mr. Reginald, I learned something today. I'm just thinking you know that for the record.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah, this is Yeshua. I wanted to ask, you're African, right?
yeah. African American.
Are you African American?
Yeah, I'm African American, bro.
You know that's not proper, right? You can't put nothing in front of American. African is a identity just like American, right? You know that, right?
No, I ain't know all that. Yo, thanks for letting me know that, bro. But I know it's two
So it's
continents.
But look,
Chinese
but
America,
dig
American,
this though. But
two
dig this though.
continents.
Can I say something real quick?
Chinese
Because
I know it's
American,
I'm
source.
American.
Italian
Look.
American.
Check it out though. Can I say something real quick?
Yes, sir.
Because I actually have records that trace back 169 years ago,
Okay.
and look, on both sides of my family,
Mhm.
we're free persons of color. Was never slaves.
Okay.
I got an 1850 federal census
Awesome.
from
Hey, let
Cherokee
Renee on the
County.
panel.
All
Look,
right.
from Cherokee County, North
Okay.
Carolina,
Okay.
proving that I'm an American Indian. Now, do
Okay.
you have records proving that
Do you
you're
have can
African?
you show us the evidence?
Yeah, we go get that. Don't talk us to death. Source up and shut
Okay.
up. I'm fucking with
Come
you.
on,
Okay,
you're a
hold on,
Hebrew.
hold on, hold on,
You're
hold on,
you're a
hold on,
Hebrew.
hold on.
So how you a Hebrew if you
Yeah,
I
you
know
can't be
you.
both.
Hey,
You
you
double dipping there,
getting
sir.
information from DNA companies that can't store nobody's DNA that's
Hold on for a minute.
deceased
All
right
right.
now.
All right.
Can't be
Stop.
an Indian and a
Let's finish with.
Hebrew.
Hold
Let
on
me
for a
go.
minute, man. Let's
Hey,
Yo,
finish
that's
with
over.
Reginald,
Reginald.
Hey, that's over
Reginald,
y'all
One of the
head.
I
newspaper
put that
That's
clippings.
link in
over
the
y'all
chat
No,
for
head.
it's
you,
Let's
not
bro.
all
let's
about. Come
focus.
on, man. Stop,
Hey,
man. Relax.
don't be so shallow.
I see
No,
it.
I'm
I
So
see
asking
it.
shallow.
you to relax
All
for
right.
a minute, bro. You
All
got
right, hold
Reginald,
on now.
brother Reginald off. We was finishing something. It is too complicated to dance around the ring with y'all. We're gonna get
Yeah,
back with you. While
and then
you
I'm gonna.
waiting, go get that shit you said you had. Just
Okay,
go get that
okay,
right now.
okay.
Go ahead, Sean, dealing with brother Reginald Green.
You see this right
Yes,
here?
sir. Yeah, so I
No, hold
gave
on for
him.
a minute, yo.
But it don't show no
Let me see
article.
the pill. Let me see. Hold
It
on. Let
don't
me
Yes,
show
see.
it
no
Can
does,
I
article
Reg.
address
though.
something real quick?
Reginald.
Like
Yeah,
Yes,
I
No,
it
want to
you
use
does.
that
gotta
news
finish
for the.
Reginald.
If you
Hold
click
on,
on
I'm
the
about to
link,
mute my mic. Let Joshua finish with his
Right
paper
here.
first.
This is my
Yeah,
census right
Reginald,
here.
if you click on it, all of those
Hey, I'm
articles
gonna
are
say
related to genetic testing. It's not just one article, it's
no smoking,
several articles
no
written by the
smoking on the show, yeah. No smoking while doing scholarship, man.
Yeah, I want to read three sentences
Oh,
that say,
now you trying to violate my rights now.
Well,
Mm.
no,
Go
no
ahead,
smoking
go
while
ahead,
doing scholarship, yo.
go
Bro,
ahead, unbiased. But Reginald, you see my point?
I'll
It's a
send it to your
bunch of
email. Give me
articles.
your email.
I'm in raw squad9 at gmail.com.
Okay, let me say this
Hold
to
on. I'm gonna
Reginald
write
real
it down.
quick. Yeah, sure. Let me say this to Reginald real quick. Reginald, what I did was give you a link from New York Times that is related to not one article, several articles from just this year alone that's dealing with genetic testing. You know, the first article, detectives gave a boy that's 12 a soda. He landed in a DNA database. Then it goes to um, it talks about human race with his DNA. It talks about want to see my genes, get a warrant. You know, all of these things in the New York Times that they've published in regarding to genetic testing are here for you. And it goes all the way up until August the 15th. And it goes all the way back. It could go back further than that. But this is just this year. And it's
Oh,
dealing with all of these things. So I'm
but
showing.
I have one more thing. Because even this was exposed by me by on television, and it's an
"Oh,
article
television,
where
please let
they
me get this out." Okay.
no, I'm about to say I'm about to put it in the chat where they had five different ancestries and
Mm-hmm.
21 me and all of them test one
Mm-hmm.
lady.
On
Mm-hmm.
television?
They all told her different landmass when she thought she was gonna find only
Are you
she
sure
come
about
from
that?
Africa. Yes.
Okay,
Go bring
because
that. Don't talk
yeah,
I'm
about it.
about to
Go get that.
I'm
Hey,
about to go get
what's
it.
your email?
I'm about to be quiet.
Meanwhile,
I'm in
meanwhile,
raw squad9 at gmail.com.
and
I
we
have two questions.
oh,
No, you
I'm in
gotta
the
I
let
have a
dark.
unbiased
statement and a
go.
question.
Yeah,
You
I'm
gotta let
in the dark
unbiased
trying to
go.
read this. Please,
Oh, my
I'm in the
mistake.
dark.
Sorry.
I'm
Go ahead,
trying to way
unbiased.
back
Go ahead,
down
brother.
here. All right, it's okay. The popular press, newspapers, magazines, and television and radio programs are considered tertiary sources, meaning they're twice removed from the original source of information.
Mhm.
The popular press provides information, of course, but the validity of that information isn't guaranteed. You're always better off citing an article in a journal or a textbook before one from a major media outlet.
Mhm.
That's all.
Yeah, good point. That's why we went and got the actual thing, yo. We ain't just used that. Hey, Sean, no, we did not get the primary source on that who did the testing, though, did we?
no, because it's not going to elaborate on the article, the perspective of that, because it's not speaking
Well,
to a it's not speaking to a specific person. It's speaking in general.
No, I'm saying because the scientists had to prove that you could actually falsify the DNA, so they had to do some work on it. We need to find that primary source.
Yeah, I'm dealing with it right now.
All right. Okay,
Well,
but
I
even
got two
even
statements I
what you
want
put
to
in
make
the newspaper
and a
didn't
question.
actually it didn't prove your point, bro. I'm just it didn't. It just showed that they could falsify some DNA. It didn't say DNA was fake like you said. You said I can show you an article that proves the DNA is fake or DNA testing is fake. Is that not what you said, brother Reginald?
no, I just said
What?
DNA is incorrect when it comes to tracing your history. Like they can make mistake on anything.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I don't
Yeah,
agree with
because
you
that's
saying
why I was saying
yeah,
it
they can
made
make
mistakes
mistakes.
on anything,
Yeah,
and
it's not
including
infallible.
your gene. Yeah, that's
No, I'm
all I
not.
was
Yeah,
saying.
science is not infallible. But your point of making that DNA ain't real or the testing ain't real, that's not right. That article doesn't support that. It just simply say in forensic cases they could falsify the DNA by grabbing somebody's genetic profile and falsifying it. It did say that. But it also said they developed a test that could let you tell the difference between the two. So that shows that yes, one, DNA test in Israel, right? Two, you know what I'm saying, that it claimed that it could be falsified, but then three, they claimed that they could show a test to show the difference between real DNA and fake DNA, bro. Did you understand that in the article though? Really?
Yeah, I got all that.
All
Okay.
right, let me go. Let me go on.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
go ahead,
keep
bro.
this.
I got one
I'm
question when everybody done talking.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
make it
had two
real quick.
statements and a question whenever you get a
I'm gonna make
chance.
it real quick, y'all. Like any piece of
Questions in the
evidence,
statement of the partridge in the pear tree. Go ahead, yo.
like any piece of evidence, the article in the chat. However, DNA is just one part of a larger picture. We're desperately hoping that DNA will come in to save the day, but it's still fitting into a flawed system. This is one
But
person's argument.
this the problem though. They don't have your great grandparents DNA because they were long dead before the DNA was even used.
We can deal with that because DNA goes back further. When they test you, bro, they going through
No,
several bloodlines.
no,
Yeah,
you have
yo,
to
come
go
You
on,
know,
into
they
man.
would have
oh,
to have those on file. Like
you
they
got
have
to
to
have
store that
Not
paperwork.
DNA
Not
there.
necessarily.
have
Y'all
to
don't know
Hey
how
have.
man,
DNA
there we
work.
go, getting out of order. We having a good conversation. We talking over each other. Let
Hey,
let,
I
let
sent you
brother
the
Sean
email.
finish. Deal with each claim at a time. Go ahead, Sean.
Jesus, just watch some fucking YouTube videos on DNA. Jesus,
Calm
scientists
down,
actually
woman.
discussing it.
Hold up, time
Calm
out.
down, woman.
Do you
It's
rather for us to
Already
read
did that.
or to
ridiculous.
watch
Already
a
did
1 minute
that.
clip
You're supposed
where
to
we
be a
could be
lady.
dumbed
Be a
down?
lady.
Which one you rather us do? To read, right? Because you a lot of people say us brothers don't read, right? Or
Yeah.
you want us to watch a 1 minute clip and
I
say
don't know.
we
With the reading
like food.
comprehension, y'all might have to watch a video instead.
I'd rather
If
y'all
y'all reading
read.
comprehension is this bad that
See,
y'all don't understand DNA and
thank you,
genetic
Did
markers
y'all
thank
do
in
you,
y'all
alleles,
Hold up,
genealogy?
hold
That's
up,
the question.
hold up.
then y'all need
Based
to
on
watch
what
the
we
video.
We
talking
You
not
don't
about,
being
y'all do
understand.
y'all
disrespectful.
Black
We
ain't a
asking
genealogy?
nation.
uncle question.
Do we got
Did
another
y'all
sister on
do
here?
y'all genealogy?
Apparently.
Yes.
Hold up, we
Did
asking
y'all do
uncle
y'all
question.
genealogy?
Hey,
Listen,
did you
we're gonna
say
let you talk, sis. Go ahead, brother
All
Ron. Go
right,
ahead.
I'm a
you said
relinquish
you
the
rather
mic a little.
us to read, right?
Beyond, I got you. Yeah, I like for y'all to read. I'd rather y'all read.
Okay, thank you.
But you
That's
gotta
all I want.
comprehend what you're reading because you brought an article here that didn't support what you were saying. And I hope you understand that. So you don't think I'm trying to flim flam bam boom you. I'm not.
I'm highly disappointed in the intellectual ignorance of black people in America.
We're not. See,
Aboriginal power, where
that's
you at?
ignorant. That's ignorant. You calling people black, yourself black,
Okay, calm
because
down,
that's
man. All
not a
right, man.
nation.
Look, come on, man. Ain't
I'm
nobody
calm.
black, ain't nobody white, bro. All right, you right. You
Why you
won that.
keep
You
on
don't even
using
gotta
it?
bring a source for that. Nobody's white, nobody's black. You won.
I
One,
guess we
exactly.
two.
can go back to the tribal days where we
Let's
only
move.
call us by the
Oh,
tribe
is
that
that
we're
what you
in.
want to? You don't want to do that because I got records. I just sent them the email.
The
All right. I'm going to the email, dude.
the
Put it
hominids
up.
in America that were part of the transcontinental kidnapping
Oh my
are
God.
retarded. The majority are retarded. We have inherited this ignorance
And
that
look what
has
happened to
transpired for
us.
over the
Like,
years. And today we have illiterate people that will come at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and say the most darndest things on earth to keep us here to 5 or 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. However, I just want to end it by saying this because I'm not going to keep on wasting my time that
Oh,
they
he's
are talking
running.
about touch DNA. The article that I put in the chat is talking about touch DNA. It's basically leaving the door open for crooked cops, specifically stating that they can plant, once they have obtained your DNA or samples of your DNA, that they can implant them in places where you have not been. However, because science works all the time and it's something that you can do and that it gives other people the opportunity to go behind and falsify that information. How can I be in California killing somebody when I was just seen on camera in Tennessee, or my I have evidence and all those things dealing with that. So there's been instances where people have so-called committed a crime, and then down the line DNA has presented them as not guilty and they have got off for those crimes, and they serve 20 or 30 years in jail, and then they getting these checks from the government for falsely incriminating them. DNA is leading the charge on that. So we need to be really careful in our literacy in understanding what DNA is. We should not keep
what it is and what it
rehearsing
ain't.
these. Exactly.
Hey,
So,
bro, what? Well, why you send me this? You sent me this and to do what?
That's my
oh
family
man,
tree. Look at the top.
oh my
Look at
goodness,
the top. You got to
this
put up the
dude.
census too. The 1850
I
federal
know. What
census.
is
Hold
it
on,
I
hold
saying?
know
on,
That
hold
you
y'all
on.
Native
understand.
American?
Oh, oh,
Hold on for a minute, Sean. Is it saying you Native American, brother?
That's my family tree on Ancestry, and it matches my 1850 federal census and my
can I see your
1896
face?
Dawes Road.
No,
You
no, no,
sure?
no. I'm saying, does it say you Native American? That's all.
I'm not Native American. That's a new term, like African American, dude. I'm not Native
All right,
American.
what is
I'm
it
an
saying you
Aboriginal.
is then, yo? I got it.
I'm American Indian, dude.
It say that on there?
I'm a
He just
Cherokee,
said
yeah.
these are new
Put up
No,
the
terms.
I'm
census,
saying, do it
bro.
say? Wait, does it
Yeah,
say?
all
Put up
these
the
terms are
census
damn
I
near
send you.
new. Might
That
as
ain't the
well
only
be.
thing I send you.
Bro, wait a minute. Hold on, man. Does it say that on here? I don't see that on there. Where
Yeah, it
does it
says it
say
at the
that, bro?
top, actually.
Huh?
Yeah, it says it at the top of the tree. That's why I sent you that. It says it at the top of the tree. W.A. Williams was born to a Cherokee in North Carolina, and
Got
I
the
have the
Tamahu
census to
on the
match
line.
that in
Hold on.
1850.
Hold
I
on,
sent you
bro.
the 1850
Wait, wait,
federal
wait,
census.
wait, wait. It says you don't got the father there. I see
Nah,
Cherokee
show
one.
it,
Huh?
I
share
got
your
marriage
screen, share
license
your
and all
screen.
that. I just sent y'all a little snippet
All right,
though.
hold
Share your
on, hold
screen,
on. Hold on. Wait, man.
share your
God
screen.
damn. Relax.
Multitask, Jesus.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Show them the
you.
federal census, bro.
I'm trying to multitask. But I'm saying, so what is this crucial? So let's just
See,
say somebody
you
was
beating
married
around
to
the
a
bush,
Cherokee.
man. I
I mean,
can't. I'm
what
gonna explain it if you put it up,
do you want
please.
me to fight that you just showed me that your great great grandmother or great grandfather was a Cherokee Indian? I mean, what's wrong with
I'm a
that?
Cherokee Indian.
Huh?
I'm a
how
Cherokee
do we
Indian.
know that that is his information?
Man, we
Oh
don't
my
know that, but I'm
God.
gonna give him
That's
the
why I
benefit
just
of the
showed you
doubt.
my
Now, how does that
family
prove your
tree.
point, though, bro? That
Oh
that
my
that black
God.
people was the original Native Americans. There you go again. That's my point. Okay,
Yeah.
you're a Native American.
We yeah, we cool
I'm
that you
not. I
part of
just
their
told
Thank
you
you,
I'm
tribe
bro.
and
not
And you
Native
stuff,
got
but
American.
DNA. You got this showing. I ain't read it yet for listeners, but okay, let's just give it to you. I like to give it to you. All right,
Show
so
them the
you got some
census,
Native
bro.
Americans
Calm
in your
down.
family. Congratulations, bro. So now what? Why are you sitting up here with a bunch of people acting like that that black people is original natives? Why are you doing that then? What's the joke?
First of all, nobody's black or white. That's a caste
Okay,
system.
let's get off of that. I'm saying
You
that
keep
the
on
people that
bringing it
came
up.
over the transcontinental slave trade in science, they call them African. In scientific
Okay.
journals and papers, African
Where's
and
your records for
non-African.
that? Where's your records proving that
Man,
Africans came
stop
over
that,
here?
man. Listen, listen,
it's so
listen, bro.
much.
Listen. I'm gonna let
The
this simple.
damn Indians
See,
themselves talk
y'all be
about
beating
having
around.
Man,
Africans
You
listen.
coming
still
into
ain't
their
show my
tribe.
Nah, we're
census
not gonna.
though.
I'm not
Hey,
gonna argue
They
that with
talk
you.
hey,
about
I'm
having
not
hey,
slavery.
arguing. Y'all the ones
since
arguing. Y'all
everybody,
getting
since
emotional.
everybody complaining about his stuff, let me send you my stuff. Cause
Yeah,
I
send
have
that.
the record
He ain't even show
and the
my
picture,
census.
Man,
the photos of my family.
Now I don't want
Since
to see no
y'all,
pictures forward.
since
I want to
they,
see what he sent. I want to see what he sent. Hey, and by the
nah, I'm
way,
gonna send
bro,
you
make
my
sure you get
stuff.
a DNA test too to back that up.
I ain't
Oh
Bro,
getting
my.
no DNA test.
Me
I ain't talking
neither.
about you, Reginald Green.
No, okay, cause we
Hey,
have
Unc,
family union,
Unc, you
No,
gonna
y'all
show
not
my
gonna work.
census?
Y'all not gonna
and
do.
man, I
everything.
Hold
guarantee
on,
these
hold
Native
on. Listen,
Americans
And
probably would
my
hate
family
y'all.
still
listen,
have their
They
land.
man.
probably looking at
No,
y'all like y'all are
I'm
culture
saying
vultures, man.
my family still have their land.
All right,
My
bro.
family still have their land. I can
Man,
see
nah,
everything.
I don't believe you just talking. I don't
Okay,
believe that.
I
You
can
just
see.
talking right now. I
Look
don't
here,
believe you.
look here. I
I
don't
don't
have to
believe
hide
you.
my face, and I
What?
don't have to hide my name. My
I don't
name
see
is
you,
right
Reginald.
there. No, my name is right there. But if
I
you
don't see
want to see
that,
my
Reginald
face, I
Green.
can.
But my point I'm trying to tell you is, so what? My family still got land. What that mean? How does that make
Hold
people
on.
that migrated from
I
Africa?
said, look, I
Oh,
can see you my record, and it shows from me all the way up to 1850. And what you gonna say? You gonna probably say it's native. I'm a native Indian, but I'm not a native.
All right, man. I'm letting Renee talk. All right, man. Y'all are, so you don't understand that there's a difference between people being brought from the continent that they're calling Africa today, mixing in
No,
with the
my
native
grandma
population,
never
and being
said that
able to
we was
say my
come from
grandmother
Africa.
was a great Navajo or whatever. Dude,
My grandmother never
that's
said.
dope.
My grandma when I talked to my grandmother, she said we was Cherokee.
Man, that's cool. But listen, bro,
From what
that's dope. Listen, that's dope.
she
So you
never said we
that's
can't.
dope. Okay.
And I met my great grandparents before they passed away, and
Okay,
they
so
never
you know,
said
so
they
you
was.
saying you don't have no Africans in your bloodline.
Yes, no African.
Okay, so how
Well,
do
we're
you
gonna
know
need to
that?
prove that with some DNA.
Yeah,
I
that's the
could.
only way you can
Nah,
prove
I
that.
ain't. Look here, I can show my record.
No, you
Records
can't
show
show
you
no
the
record. Okay,
DNA.
who you
Them
Only
records only go back
DNA.
so
Hold
far.
on. DNA only goes so far because they
no,
ain't got
that's
my
not the
great
truth, bro.
grandparents.
DNA go all the way back
Okay,
to the origin of the
what
human.
year DNA
What you talking
started?
about?
What year DNA started? Just
What
tell
year?
me that.
Hey,
Tell
Ronald.
me what year.
No, we doing the wrong thing, y'all, Ronald. Ronald, it goes back. DNA test goes back to 300,000 years, bro.
No, when did
What?
DNA genetics started?
It
I want
started when they mapped the human genome.
we about to do what you
They
said.
mapped
The
the
paper. We about to go to the article when they
Reginald.
started.
Hey,
No,
Reginald.
I'm just
They
saying.
they don't
Hey,
You
know
said
nothing
we
Reginald.
gonna
about
bring
this. They don't know what they're
Reginald. Hey,
paperwork,
talking about.
Reginald.
so I'm
Hey,
gonna
Reginald.
bring
Hey,
paperwork.
why ain't you show my census? Show my census to the people, please.
I'm gonna show it.
Yes, you said paperwork, so we about to bring paperwork.
No, hold
I
on
So
got
for a
a
minute.
I got
Hey,
a
we
big
gonna
paper
show when
trail.
DNA started. DNA
Reginald. Hey,
genetics started.
Reginald. Hey, Reginald. Reginald. Calm down, brother. Okay? I refuse to sit up here and argue with you at 4:30 in the morning. Okay? I'm gonna let you know the hell when DNA started. I'm saying based off of DNA science, they can trace Homo sapiens sapiens back to at least 300,000 years.
But they
No
ain't.
matter what you
Boy,
say.
I'm
I'm
saying
not
they ain't got my
listen. Hey, Ronald,
ancestors.
Ronald, your
They
ancestors, even if you
because
are
they
Native
still in the
American,
grave.
hold on,
They
brother. Hold on.
This is
Hold
embarrassing.
on
they
for a
in the
minute.
grave. So how can
Ronald.
they get
Hey,
Here
their
you
Hey,
go,
saliva?
embarrassing.
Ronald, can I say this,
No,
brother?
y'all are embarrassing because you don't know how DNA works
How
or
they can get my
genetics.
Hey,
people's saliva?
I
BK,
can't
you're so
argue with you and argue
emotional.
with them. We cannot
How they
have a
can get
crazy
their
conversation
saliva?
with three people talking. So, Reginald, what I'm telling you is, even if you are Choctaw, they still come from Africa. Do you
You
agree or
said
disagree with
Cherokee.
that? Do you agree or disagree with that?
Disagree until they
Okay.
get the saliva
Now
from my
stop. Now
great
stop.
great
Now stop.
ancestors.
Stop. Stop right there. The other brother that sent me the paperwork. No matter what you say, no matter what that paper say, your ancestors still come from Africa. Do you agree with
No.
that? Okay. So now, hold on. So now show me a source that shows me that there's a human population that is not connected to the rest of the human population. Do that.
Can you prove that they
No.
got
Hey, Reginald,
saliva
I
from
just
our great
conceded.
great
Hold on. I
ancestors?
just conceded that you're a Navajo. Whatever you say, y'all, you can have that. I don't want to argue that. You ain't got to show me no source. Brother, I got you. I see what you're saying. Okay, you're a Navajo. I got you. I got you.
Cherokee, bro.
I got
Not
you.
Navajo.
Huh? Who?
How you get Navajo from Cherokee?
You
I
said
said Cherokee
Navajo.
Indian.
What'd you say?
Oh,
You
you
said
playing
Cherokee.
games. Cherokee. You playing games, don't.
This is
Cherokee,
going
my
too
fault.
far. This
Listen,
is
hold on,
going
brother.
too
So,
far.
Show them
okay,
the census and I'll break it down, bro.
We
listen,
gonna
you're
put paperwork
Cherokee.
like you said. We gonna put it
No,
in the
wait.
back chat.
Man, I just said y'all can have that. Let's move on. Now, I need some evidence to show that y'all come from a whole separate humanities. That's all I'm asking for. It's easy. That's easy, right? Prove that. Go ahead.
So basically, you're saying all dark skinned people are African, basically.
Hell no, that's stupid.
No.
No, that's dumb. No.
All right, so why you sitting here trying to call me African then?
I
And
didn't
I
call
just
you
told you
African.
I'm
You said you
Cherokee.
He
Cherokee.
he
You
trying to
said,
call me African.
Man, all
right,
right,
My
you
you
know
said
what?
I
I
family
ain't
called
gonna
is
say
not.
I
African.
agree with
My
y'all.
family is from
That's a
Texas.
conclusion.
Man,
My
okay,
family
Right.
y'all ain't
always
gonna
been
listen.
from
Hold on.
Texas.
So really, y'all gonna be
We
funny
really
right now.
Mexico.
Y'all gonna be
That
funny right now,
Texas
right?
was really Mexico. So you
I'm a
want to call me
Cherokee
Mexican?
Indian,
Hold on, y'all
bro.
Yes.
gonna be funny right now, right?
No,
No, I'm
I'm not being.
serious. I'm a
Hold on,
Cherokee
y'all
I'm
gonna
not
be
Indian.
funny
being
right now,
funny.
right?
I'm not being funny.
So that
My
brother
family
Uncle
always
said, okay,
relied in Texas.
hold on, brother Uncle said, okay, you Cherokee and you
No,
Navajo.
it's Mexico.
Nobody said
Mexico.
Navajo. You said
You
Navajo.
Oh,
said
hey,
Navajo.
Reginald, what are you, Reginald? That's Cherokee.
Hey,
What are you, Reginald?
Cherokee. I said Cherokee, and my family always relied in
There
Texas,
you go,
which
man.
was
I told you he
originally
said
called
Cherokee.
Mexico, which was called Mexico.
Oh, listen, that's
The
fine. Listen,
tribe
hold on. Hey,
that my family was from was
slow down.
split in the Cherokee
Slow
tribe
down for a minute, bro.
because our people was
Bro,
defeated.
why you keep trying to prove a point that we said you can have right now? What's the joke?
No, I'm saying that if you want to say anything, you can say Mexico is where my people from because they was
Okay,
out.
so you
Remember,
okay,
Texas
all right.
was in Mexico.
Okay. Okay, your people come from Mexico. Now, where did the people from Mexico come from, bro?
The Americas.
Okay, now hold
Not
on.
Africa.
Hold on, y'all. Now, where did the people from the Americas come from?
The Americas. Like,
Okay,
what
so
you
let's
saying?
stop for a minute.
How are you going to prove that they were always
Hold
there?
on for a minute, man. Hold on. We getting to a real good point right now. So now all I'm asking y'all is to give me a source that proves that the Native American or whatever you want to call yourself population is separate from the rest of humanity. Do that for me, bro. That's all. And don't talk with the deaf or I'm gonna start throwing niggas off this motherfucker. So from this point on, it's sourced up or shut up. We agree that you never home, whatever you is. We agree. I got you. Now, show me that there's a separate humanities. Where is your source to prove that the population that's in America originally didn't come from Africa originally? They strictly came from the Americas. Where's that source at? And if you start talking about something else, I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, he running. Hey, man, you're funny.
No, I'm not funny.
Put on my senses, bro.
Go ahead, bro. Prove that. Go ahead.
So you're African people, my senses, man. Show them the records that y'all can accumulate.
You said bring proof.
Y'all have hearing problems. Did y'all hear what he just said?
Hey, how they said goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, Ronald. You're still in here, bro. Now, give me a source that proves that your ancestors that came from Mexico didn't originally start out in Africa 300,000 years ago. If you
I
say
need a
no,
record to
get out
prove
of
that
here.
they came from Africa to Mexico.
Huh?
I need a record to prove that they came from Africa to prove into Mexico. You bring a source that they showed that they brought African people into Mexico, a lot of them, and we want to know the ship and
Nah,
the
that's
boat.
not what I'm
We
saying,
want
brother. No, that's not what I'm saying.
You said I have to prove that
Hey,
they
Reg, no.
hold on.
I never
I'm
said they came up. Hey, Reg, no. I never
using
said your
verse.
people came through the slave trade. I never said that. Maybe I asked it wrong. I'm not saying that they was.
I'm just
came.
using reverse on you.
Hey, Reginald, do you hear what I'm saying, Reginald?
Yeah, I'm hear what you
I'm
saying.
not saying that your people came over on slave ships. Do you got me now?
Right.
I'm saying that all human beings that walk upright originally come from Africa, no matter what you say. So I'm asking you for a source that disproves that. And if you say anything beside that,
no, I'm asking you for. Hold on. Well, let me ask you for a source that proves that people from Mexico.
Goodbye. You're out of there. Renee, you want to say something? Hey, Aboriginal power.
She put something in the chat.
Oh, you want to say something, Renee?
I'm gonna put it in the YouTube.
I've been talking for the longest. Y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I do want to say something.
I
understand where y'all getting it. I understand where y'all getting it. But at the same time, did y'all take the steps to do y'all genealogy or to go back into your family lineage, not family, to see what was going on before you started claiming to be African American? That's all I want to know.
I took a DNA
test. Did you take the steps?
I took the
steps. Besides the DNA test.
Hold on. Y'all talking.
That's all I want to know. Did you take the steps before you decided to call yourself it?
Man. Y'all sitting there talking,
Ain't nobody
man.
talking. Because I have a document right here. I have a document right here.
Relax. Here go my family right here.
I'm relaxed.
Here my family right here, sis.
I'm not based on emotions or nothing.
Sis, here go my family right here. You talking crazy. Yeah, I got my genealogy.
I'm not. First of all, don't disrespect me because I'm not.
No, did you hear what I just said? I said, sis, look at my genealogy. How's that
came at me
disrespecting
with
you?
that. Don't say I'm talking crazy. I'm talking to you like a grown woman.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like
No,
you
that's
talking
just
to
a
me like
word
a
I
mature
use.
man.
No, that's a word I use. Hold on. Hey, Renee, that's just a word I use. I said everybody crazy. I wasn't saying you was crazy. I said, here you go. I'm showing you my genealogy right here. Huh?
Well, I am a doctor,
I have
and I'm
mine
saying
too.
Right,
all
I
of
got
them is
mine too. So
crazy
I'm
as
not saying,
hell.
first of all,
Those titles right there don't mean nothing. Cause I'm a welder, but that don't mean shit.
Hey,
You know
Renee,
what
so,
I'm saying?
Renee, hold on. So what is your claim, though? I don't know what your claim is. What's your claim?
Hold on. Let me turn it around. I want you to explain this document right here to me that I found. I just want you to explain it. Hold on, let me get it on here.
I just said
Man, she
y'all
need
can
to
handle
answer
this.
the
Y'all
same
Native American.
question that you asked them.
All right,
No,
so,
you
okay,
not
all
go
y'all Native
control my
American. Okay.
narrative because I seen how you do.
Right, I want, right, source up and shut up. That's how we do, Miss Renee.
Y'all not hearing
Hold
me?
on. I'm
I
trying
see,
to
no,
switch
go ahead,
this
baby.
camera around.
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right. Explain why all of these people that's supposedly being Native American is called Black and Choctaw, but they're not zero mixture. And I can't even get it to focus in on it. Hold on. You see that Black and Choctaw? Over here, this is the line that shows whether they are mixed or not, but they're not. They
Okay.
have them as zero mixture. They
Okay.
also have them as Indian, not text. Why is that?
You explain it. Go ahead and explain it to us, sis. You got the
No,
document?
I
Yeah.
want you to explain it.
How
I
can
Tell us
I
where
want
you
you
got
to
this
I know what the
explain
from.
hell
it.
I'm looking at, sis?
I got this from the census. I want you to explain it.
You saying you on that paper?
My peoples is on that paper, but I still want you to explain it
Point out your
because
peoples.
y'all keep saying, you know what I mean? They not call it, this is proven right here that we are copper color Aborigine people because they would not grade black with fucking Choctaw. That's not happening in those nations. They don't claim black people.
Unless they lying.
They're not lying. They don't claim them at all. But on here, they are claiming them. And not only that, but have you checked the thing that I put in the chat? Have
No,
you checked
man.
that?
No, man.
Man, those
Because
documents
when
right
you
there, they
look at
look
that,
doctored. They look fake.
You crazy.
they
I ain't say that.
no,
I
they
ain't
don't
say
They
look
look
fake.
fake, man.
They don't look
They look
fake. But
suspect.
I'm not even trolling you right now, sis. I'm talking to
It's suspect.
because I know how you do, and you said you a doctor and shit. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
respect
I'm a
that
doctor.
since you want, yeah,
I
Doctor
could tell you
Giggles.
about your
But
DNA.
anyways,
I could tell you about your
you
history. I
can't
could tell
tell
you
me
about
about
some
shit because I
bones.
did. You
No, y'all ain't
listen. You
gonna do
can't
that,
tell me
yo.
where I come from. You
Y'all not
can't
gonna do
tell me
that.
And
where I
Y'all
actually,
come
not gonna
from,
do
speaking
that.
boo,
of
because I did
bones,
my work.
speaking
All
of
right, hey,
I
sis,
did
I
bones,
my
got it.
work.
Hold on for a
You
minute. Hey,
uh-uh.
can't
sis.
tell me.
Sis. Okay, I got it. You talking about the picture, right?
Yeah. What that say under that picture?
It says the emblem or American. Is that what they say?
The emblem of America.
Okay. All right.
Does that not look like a copper colored woman to you? That look like
Hold on. Let
me
me
and
show you the
you
screen. Hold on
and
for a minute,
your
sis.
mama and everybody else?
Hold on,
Do
sis.
she
Let me show
not
you the
look like
screen.
us?
Hold on.
Do she not look like us?
All right, you see it?
Not yet.
All right, got it?
Yes, I see it. Now I see it. Does she not look like us?
Mm-hmm. It said, read this. It says allegorical figure. You know what that mean, right?
It's not. Ain't no. It's not. It's not. It's not no allegorical figure. It's a painting of the people of this land.
All right, do me a picture. Do me a picture. Can you read this for me, please? Read this for the people.
You can say allegorical all it wants
I'm
to.
not
That's
saying
what it
that.
was back then.
Sis, I'm not saying. Why are you doing me like that?
Allegorical figure. You can say that because
Okay.
that's right there, but that's not what it was because there's other documents that
I'm
tag
just,
into that, and
I'm
I'll
just
put
saying.
that one in there too. Hold
I mean,
on,
you
let me
just
put
showed
that
an
one in there
allegorical
too.
figure for a source.
Hold on. Let me go get the other piece that goes with it. You know,
Don't get mad at me, sis. I come
I'm
on
not
now.
mad. Why would I be mad? We just talking.
All
Shit,
right, all
it's
right,
just a
all right.
conversation.
Then you got feathers in your head? Let me see. Man.
Hold on. I'm about
You
to
hear
get
me?
it.
Huh?
Hold on, I hear you. I'm looking
Allegorical
for the
figure
piece that
showing
go
four
with
lips
it.
standing to the left, head tilted to the right, wearing a leopard skin figure fringe grown plumbed headdress, quiver, and beads, holding a bow in one hand and an arrow in the other. Landscape with what's this? Fires, mountains,
Back up in
waterfalls,
here.
river in the
Chat.
background. 1801. So you want to talk about the complexion of the skin is what you really want to show this for?
No.
All
No.
right. Yeah, she's like a
There's
native.
the other piece that goes with it.
She look a native though.
No,
Copper
she don't
tone.
look native.
She do. She like a Native American, don't she?
No, she doesn't.
What she look like?
She looks like the original person of this land. She doesn't look mestizo or none of that shit.
I agree.
She doesn't
I agree.
look any of that. She looks like me and you. And what's so hard about this? Like, what's the problem?
All right, okay. So she got brown skin like you and me. I see a little bit darker than
pseudo
me.
archaeology.
I agree.
Ain't no pseudo archaeology.
So what
First of all, pseudo don't even
No
exist in my
scientist or
world.
history will back y'all
Well,
up on anything
I'll
y'all
put the
say.
other link in there, so
all right, you
y'all
heard
can
me,
look
though,
at
right,
that
sis?
one too.
Sis, so you heard me,
Y'all
right?
can look at that one too.
No
Renee, so you heard
geneticist
me,
will
right?
back y'all up on anything y'all say.
You heard me, right, Renee?
First of all, even if it was some Africans that came over here, they was very small and minute. Second of all, by the time it gets to us, that shit would have been
Man,
fucked out of existence
I
anyway.
guarantee you that those
We
white
wouldn't be
people are
there.
laughing at
You
us,
have
y'all.
millions of fucking grandparents right now. You have
This is the
trillions of them
equivalent
right
of
now.
World
So what are
Star.
you saying?
All these white people are
60,
laughing at us,
60
man.
minutes debunked that shit, yo. 60 minutes debunked it.
Hey,
60 minutes.
hey, Alan. Hey, Michael. Look at these dark-skinned people that think that they're native to this land.
Listen, that
That's what they're
DNA
doing. That's
shit
what they're looking
been
at us.
debunked. It's gonna always
Look,
be
our white
debunked. It's
supremacy.
entertainment
It
purposes
works.
only.
It works.
If y'all want to give up y'all blood to the vampires, go ahead. Motherfuckers gonna come up with all kind of goddamn vaccinations and plots for your asses. So go ahead.
Hey, I got two statements and a question that I wanted to ask while all those dudes was in here. They
shit
gone,
from you, anyways.
Renee, funny. Go ahead, ask the question. Who you asked the question to, Renee, right?
No, I have two
I'm
statements.
not even fucking with her because I know her kind and I don't fuck with her kind.
Yes, I'm distinguished.
I'm a
because I'm a
relinquish the
doctor.
mic. No,
Anyways,
because you are nothing. You are nothing but what you say you are, sweetie, and that's sad.
I didn't say that. Aboriginal power said that I am a doctor and that my name is Tracy McCarthy. And remember, we cannot debunk y'all. Y'all are right. So guess
Well,
what?
you can't
This
debunk
is
what
my
our
new name
family
now. My
told
new
us
name
and the
is
work we
Dr.
put in to find
Tracy
out who I
McCarthy.
was. Yeah,
That's
you
what
certainly
Aboriginal
can't debunk that
power
part.
said that.
You'll never
He's
be
an
able to tell
abo.
me
I
who I
cannot
am.
debunk
And
him.
I ain't gonna tell you who you is because I don't know who you is. You know what I'm saying?
Anyways,
but I'm gonna
I got
tell
two
you
statements I would like to make.
my experience and the work I've done and what my lineage says that can't nobody tell me no different. I'm just telling you based off my experience. I can't speak with nobody else.
One thing that I wanted to say is that the chat was very irritated with us that we let Chief Hoilday and Lotus get away
irritated with you
when they brought up the two
come
skeletons.
on a common ground with you. But
the two skeletons that they brought up was the Naya skeleton, and what was the other one called? The Lucia or Lucia skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
They brought up those two
go
skeletons.
Into all of that.
I find it very interesting that they brought up those two skeletons, and we did not talk about the DNA testing that they did on those bones.
At the end of the day.
And guess what?
Did you do your due diligence?
They're not
That's
us.
all I want to know.
They're not you, Renee.
I don't want to be y'all.
They're not African.
I don't want to be y'all.
They're not those Aboriginals. They're not y'all. They're not. You tried to use them as evidence, but they're not us.
But
so y'all need to throw that theory in the trash. I need to throw that to the side.
That's all I want to know.
I almost forgot my other
Did
statement because
you
I
do
waited
your
so
due
long to say
diligence?
something. I
Did
should have
you
wrote it
find
down.
your people?
But the
Did you
other thing
find your
is,
people?
all you mother flowers that's
Did you
claiming to be
find your
abos,
people?
we need to see y'all tribe cards. We need to see them shits.
I don't need a tribe card. I don't need a
Yes, you
tribe card for
do.
the simple fact because I'm not a part of a tribe, dummy.
Yes, you do. We need that
No, I'm not, because
CDIB
a tribe
card.
makes your ass a fucking citizen, and I'm not a part of that. So go ahead with yourself. But at the end of
So
the
are you
day, did
saying
you
that the
do
Native
your due
Americans that
diligence?
don't look like you, they're not
You can't
indigenous to this land?
listen.
Is
I'm
that
not
what you're
even
saying?
talking to you no more if you didn't do your due diligence. Did you do your due diligence and find your people? Did you do that?
Yes.
Or you just took a blood sample and that's it?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna
Did
answer.
you go and
Yes,
do
I
document?
did.
Did you go document
yes.
for document?
Yes.
Based off the DNA or based off
Both.
what your family told you? Yeah, all right.
Both. Both.
Well, I
Guess
ain't
what?
gonna
So I got
argue
more
with you
evidence
about
than
it,
you.
because
Both.
if you
I got
did your
both.
listen.
And guess what?
Anyways,
The
if you did
DNA
your due
evidence
diligence,
backs
you
up
wouldn't
the
even be screaming
paperwork.
the shit you screaming right now. So I ain't even trying to hear that shit. But maybe then again, maybe you did come from Africa. I don't know. I'm not gonna argue with you. All I'm doing is telling you about me, and I did mine. And I'm saying that I am a fucking source. I am a prime example because I did my shit.
Oh, really? Well, you know what?
Yes,
This is what
I
I
did
got to
my
say to
shit,
all the
and none of my
abos. You can go
people
back and
was
tell your
from over
tribe
there.
that since y'all think that DNA is fake and it's pseudo and
Listen,
DNA can be falsified, guess what? All those fucking documents that you got can be falsified. All this paperwork with your names on it, that shit
none of
can be
mine was, because every
falsified.
last one of them was
Yes.
on there
All
from
that
the
paper that you
letter.
showed up on
From
screen
the
on camera,
letter.
that stuff can
Every
be
last one of my
falsified.
family members.
Y'all ain't never heard of Photoshop?
Every last one of my lineage
Y'all
was
ain't never
on there,
heard
so
of
I'm
the
not even
printing
trying to
press?
argue with you about this.
Y'all ain't never heard of
I
that?
know my people.
That's crazy that y'all don't know nothing about science, including you. You don't know nothing about genetics.
We don't care about that shit.
But
All
y'all
we
know
care about
so
is what
much
the
about
fuck
sources
grandma
that you
said.
don't know
That's
nothing about.
it.
So
You
interesting.
fact check your lineage. You don't go and talk to strangers
Your lineage is
about your
altered.
fucking
It's
lineage.
fake. It's fake.
Yeah,
How about
whatever.
that?
Yours is. Because you gave
Yours
your
is
fucking
fake. It's
blood to
fake.
a complete stranger, you dumbass.
Since DNA is fake and it's pseudo, guess what? Those documents you got, they're
shit.
fake and they're pseudo.
You gave your
Just
shit
type in
to a
on your
fucking
type in on
colonizer,
YouTube,
and you think
altered
you got
documents.
some
Just
fucking
type in
evidence?
how
Get
to
out of here.
alter a
Get the fuck out of
document.
here. Matter of fact, I'll
So
excuse
we can blow
myself.
your
It's
mind.
fine.
Live.
I would excuse
Actually, pull that
myself.
up on how to alter a document.
Hey, Renee.
How to falsify a document.
Hey, Renee.
We could turn their crazy ass fucking delusional logic right back on them. If DNA is pseudo.
Hey, Renee,
what we're saying, huh, sir?
Hey, Renee, where you at?
Oh no, she left.
All right, so listen, right here, I was going to show.
The logic was too much.
She showed the pic. Yeah, y'all just going. Y'all ain't had a conversation. So this picture right here is for the Journal of Science. For everybody listening, we'll end the show on this. So Renee gave us a picture. I appreciate the source. We showed the source. All right, this was the source from the British Museum right here. Okay, that's the picture that she showed us. You see that, right, CK?
Yes, sir.
All right, it was a allegorical figure, right? Meaning it wasn't a depiction, it was allegorical. But anyway, as you can tell, look at this person. Look at the color of this person right here. Mm-hmm. Absolutely not pale. This is definitely a depiction of a Native American. Where the mistake is being made at, just because you have this skin color, doesn't mean that one, you African, and two, that you couldn't be Native American. Native Americans did have skin tone. They had a range of skin colors. Let's go to the skin map. Oh, damn it. Right here to the Journal of Science, right here. Shedding light on skin color. Right? This is strictly for you, sis. By Ann Gibbons. Volume 1, November 14th. Volume 346, issue 6,212, page 934, 936. It says sunshine and skin color. Gina Dabrowski shows that human skin is darker where the ultraviolet light is strongest in the tropics at high altitude and by oceans as shown by map shading. So let's go right here. Let's make it big. You can see that, right, sis? CK?
Oh yeah, I'm just letting you go in. I'm listening. I've been running my mouth all night. I need to slow
Yeah,
down.
wow. It say Native North Americans show a gradient in skin tones. Y'all know what gradient is, right? Look at the Americas. This is for any white people came, a gradient. All the way up at the top, Canada, that's the pale colors. As you go down, it gets darker. That's the line. That line right there, family, is the equator line. As you get closer to the equator, the skin gets darker. So it's a gradient skin tone. It's say from dim northern latitudes up here to the sunny tropics down here. Then it showed for a while. We can see it. And so that figure that they showed must have lived in this area here. From here to here. Somewhere in there.
Man.
All right. There we go. We rocking right now. So right here, Scandinavians have pale skin and absorb vitamin D in the muted light of the far north. Here you go. See how that paler skin? See? That's the equator line right there. Paler skin in this area. Clearly, the Native Americans living in this area are way darker than the people living up in there. So you can actually understand this. Now, the next one. Bolivian Highlanders. Bolivian Highlanders have dark skin from the intense UVA light in the Andes Mountains. This is in Bolivia. Look how dark their skin is. Their skin to be just as dark as these people over here. There's the equator there right there. Look at that. I'm leaving up there so y'all can actually see. We're going to take our time right here. I really appreciate this show. Here. The Chapi of Mobozik have dark skin because they live near the equator and the coast. So if you're living near the coast and the equator, tropical people are going to have darker skin. Why? Here you go. Bam. There you go. They live below the equator. Let's come right here. Tibetans living on a highland altitude in Tibetan plateau have relatively dark skin. So the Tibetans have relatively dark skin living in the highland, high altitudes. Here you go. There's the equator. Look at this area right here. As we go across the map, you'll see. There you go. That's India. Look at their dark skin. It's a running theme here, y'all. Here you go. Bougainville Islanders have very dark skin because they live under cloudless skies near the equator and near water. Here you go. Bam. Look at all these islanders, y'all. Then we can look at Australia. We can see that too. But this right here, y'all, is the picture of the diversity of human skin color. And as you can clearly see, the majority of Earth inhabitants have brown to dark skin. It's only when you get to the northern latitudes that it gets super pale. Okay? So I appreciate everybody stopping through, and I appreciate the Aborigines coming to a consensus, and I respect the brothers and sisters that say they are natives and try to at least bring some documentation. I appreciate that. So under no circumstances am I saying that some black people do have Native Americans in their blood. And some people are strictly Native Americans.
Yep.
I'm not denying that. That's always a possibility. But what I will say is,
I agree with all of that.
and what I will say is this, that no matter what the hell you think you are, where you came from, all human population come from Africa. No matter what you say, before it was called Africa. This is based off of evolution and the study of biological human evolution, the study of DNA. The world recognizes that the homeland of humanity is in Africa. Now, we can have a conversation on whether how old pyramids are. I'm not the guy that would say that the New World didn't have pyramid builders and didn't have cities of 1 million people in them, because they certainly did. I would never say that. Based off the skin map I just showed, these people have browner complexions. They wasn't pale skinned people. So I don't know where this conversation was going at or where it came from, but I just appreciate the conversation at the end of the day. Absolutely. Appreciate the chat room. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all support Abjuwear. That's ABDJUWEAR. Appreciate that. Appreciate the sisters come on. Appreciate the whole goddamn conversation.
Oh, there is one thing I wanted to bring up real quick, Aunt. Something that Vasa caught that we probably didn't catch because I ain't gonna lie, I was too busy yelling at homegirl, is that she said that I'm not a member, I'm a citizen. So what everybody need to do is typing on their flipping phones, what is the difference between a citizen and a tribe member when it comes to these Indians? Because there is a flipping difference. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, sis, you gotta stop getting information from them vampires, though, sis.
Yo, man.
But CK,
yes, sir.
We can admit though that people did bring sources. Can we not admit that?
Man, I'm not letting them slide. They can't have.
No, come on, CK. That's good.
No.
They brought the. Come on.
No, they don't get a pass. They don't get a pass. Just because you bring a source, that does not mean that you get to completely ignore that the source that you brought, one, doesn't agree with you. And then two, if you bring a false fucking source, yeah, it may make you look kind of suspect.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but before we were just talking, everybody was just talking over the years. We never, you know what I'm saying? Now with you the point.
Yeah, so I guess, at least they did that much instead of just talking.
Yeah, they did that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why people bought proving that they was Native American. I never was saying that you wasn't. I was simply saying that one, that the majority of African Americans aren't Native American. That was my point. And two, you can have some mixture of Native American and African American. That's a possibility. So I never not said that. And no, I'm not disrespecting a person and think they know their heritage. But what I will say is, don't be listening to you people saying you Native American Indians, because my family did the same damn thing. Go get a damn DNA test. That's a fact.
I think if we proved anything tonight, Unc, and I hope the chat caught on to this, y'all, every single person in this darn chat, y'all need to be sharing this video with your friends, share it with your family, share it with every damn body, because this movement is getting out of control. And before you know it, your kids will be believing this stuff. Your kids are going to get exposed to one of these people, and they're going to be following this cult. And we proved tonight that these dudes don't know nothing about DNA. They don't know nothing about allele. They don't know nothing about genetic markers.
I'm gonna let you get the last word, Chief.
They don't know anything. Like, it's like they went to school to learn about this shit and then just completely threw it all out because they're in a cult. This is what cults do. They embrace pseudo ideology. They embrace ignoring that. I can't take these people seriously. Nobody should be taking this.
Hold on. So Dan Calloway, you here? What's up? Unmute your line.
You can hear me?
Can hear you.
What the hell is this about?
We want to talk about the article that you posted on your website.
Who are you?
This is Brother Ump.
What's your real name?
This is Brother, man, come on with that.
No. Hey. What's your real name? You know mine, what's yours?
Hey, Dan.
No. You say it correctly. It's Dan. Who are you? Who are you? I could talk louder than you.
A.D. Calloway, stop your A.D. Calloway.
Yeah. Who are you? What's your real name? What's your real name? You heard me. What's your real name? I see the distance.
Dumbass nigga. Fuck is wrong with him? Let me get him out of here before he mess up my morning. Shit. Everybody know my name, Bobby West, you damn idiot. Everybody know that, bro, but you ain't gonna come on here like that. Everybody know Bobby West. Bobby West, everybody know that. Like, you act like that's some mystery. Get out of here with that.
You know what is so crazy?
This dude came on here like a fool. Get out of here with that.
This is so
What's
crazy.
wrong with your man, Chief?
This is how I know these dudes don't know how
to. Come on, what's your name? What's your real name? Nigga, everybody know my real name. Ain't no secret.
They don't know how to research primary.
Community call me Uncle Cat. or God Killer, or Brother Unc West. You know what I'm saying? Unc West or Bobby West. Like, I don't hide my name. What's wrong with this dude? I ain't in hiding, bro. Damn fool, what's your name? Yelling and screaming. Ain't he? If he'd came on and say, brother, what's your government name? If he'd did that, if he'd just did that, he'd got that.
You don't know how to research.
Okay, it was if he called me Uncle Keck or God Killer or Brother Unc West. Your line is open. You know what I'm saying? Unc West or Bobby West. Like, I don't hide my name.
Ty Data, what's up? Hey, I just want to address the sister's claim about us not bringing science, right?
You're against it.
No, hold on, sis. I let you speak. I didn't cut you off. Like,
hey, you got 1 minute. I'm going to get off it. Yo, your man Dan.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Y'all been cutting me off all night. That's fine.
I ain't been cutting you off, man. Just go ahead. You just can't get long.
Okay, well, let me build. Let me build for just 2 seconds, right? So here's the thing. Here's the thing we have about science, right? We've been presenting things that we can prove. It's called evidence. Shout out to Dr. David M. Motel, right? Who has the first PhD? See, y'all just gonna laugh. Wait a minute, but he has a PhD in the curriculum that you talking about you teaching, but you don't have a PhD in ancient African studies. He does. And he is just honest enough and a man enough to further his research and come to a consensus to, and say, okay, well, yeah, Africa might be motherland, but he said America's grandma. And we say America's great grandma. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing grander than America. It's nothing bigger than America. It's nothing older than America. And it's nothing greater than America. And that's just what it is. And y'all can respect that and check it. So we are only ones that are presenting science, like craniology is what they can prove. You can't use DNA hoax ideology. Like it's not even this is laughable. It has for entertainment purposes only, right? That's just what it is. So these are things you can prove, right? We can prove that we have pyramids, we have temples, we have all the things that you guys said you're supposed to be identifying yourselves with over there, and you just don't have them, like bones. This is what we're talking about. I don't like to go past things that I can't prove. I could prove because we could touch these bones right here. Where are yours? So then you guys say stuff like Native Americans. We want to be Native Americans, and we want to be this. And I just asked the question to y'all: did Native Americans build these pyramids in America? Did Native Americans land in these mounds? Are Native Americans these mummies? Y'all understand what I'm saying? So all the things y'all saying, right? The science is saying the opposite, and then you guys are going with the same caste system narrative, right? That makes you look like agents, right? Because what we're doing is restoring power to our people. And you're like, we only doing what our ancestors and your ancestors told you who you were. So that's what we tapping back into that. And so what you guys are saying, you guys want us to tap into a German ideology, bro. And this is what it is, y'all. And I don't know what else to say. And we can present more science, more evidence, actual records to show actual things to show that the Negro was here first. Whatever you want to call it, the Negro was here first. So that's just all I got to say to you. Go ahead, Ty Data. Peace of the tribe, though.
All right, bro. Got it in, Chief. Don't ever say that you get it in. Go ahead, David.
I mean, we're gonna have to really present some stuff, right? Because like I said, we're gonna be working on the mummies tomorrow, man. We're gonna be showing some real evidence, right? Real pyramids in America that are older than what you guys have in image. That's just what it is. Y'all got to respect that.
I guarantee you, when they DNA test that shit, it ain't finna be you.
Oh my God. Too slow.
Hey man, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with all the elder shit, yo. But go ahead.
Oh, look, it's Tyborg.
Okay. Hold on for a minute. Hey, brother, hold on for a minute. Hey, brother.
Science fiction is really
brother, hold on.
interesting.
Come on, CK.
Most popular genre ever.
Brother, hold on, brother. Can you give me a source for that, please? So what is that? So what's the point? What's your point though, bro?
Google.
But what's your point though? What's your point? What does that mean? Does that validate your information because more people look at it? That's what I want to know, bro. Like all jokes aside, is that you?
Look how popular Bigfoot is. Right? People because love more people are idiots.
You got 3 billion Christians in the world. Does that mean that's valid? I'm just asking you.
Because it's science fiction.
Can you answer? Hey, Data. Hold on, Data. I can't let you do that, Data. Hey, Data. Hold on for a minute, bro. Hey, Data. But I asked you a simple question because it's late and I really don't feel like hearing all that googly god you saying right now. So are you saying because something is popular right now at the moment, does that make it legit? Is that what you're trying to say, bro? Yes or no, bro? Okay, so then why are you saying it then? Because I don't give 3 flying fucks about how many people Google what I'm doing, bro. All I care about is giving right information, proper methodology, so people like you can figure out who the hell you are and stop getting on my damn nerves, bro. That's all. So I don't care about what's popular. I care about what's right, dude. So all that, you can just save that. Talk about something else, bro. No, but you lying. You gonna talk about, what the hell are you talking about, man?
That's not what he's saying.
No, I'm saying you're lying because I don't care who's Googling what. I don't care who cares about what, bro. I don't want to hear that right now.
Hey, the Loch Ness Monster is really popular.
Right, the Loch Ness Monster.
Aliens, that shit is really popular. Crazy.
No, we're talking about the evidence. We don't want to hear about you acting like we mad because something going down. I didn't even know about it till you said it, bro.
It's all good.
I don't know. How about
because
Dan
people
Calloway?
Are curious about shit.
Got millions of views on his videos, bro.
What is going on?
I know, but I mean, what does that mean? All right, okay. All right. Check. Hey, dude. I don't want to hear that. Hey, bro. I'm not angry. I'm not mad. Do you have a claim to prove right now?
Hey,
bro. Do you have a claim to prove right now?
Don't do it.
Okay, give me a source that proves evolution is fake.
I've already put your ass off. I didn't have to read the article.
Bro, where is the source?
Oh, yeah.
Data, you're very intelligent, bro. Data, you're very intelligent, bro. Hey, Data, you're very intelligent. So I'm asking you right now, give me the source of the mathematics that proves evolution is not real. And then after you do that, if not evolution, then what, brother?
No, we getting away from
equation. Hey, man,
you need to give us all of them.
All right, I got my finger on the button. Now, you give me the mathematical equation that you're talking about, because now you're talking me to death, bro. Stop talking.
Hey, Ty, just stay there right there so you can might be able to share your screen. Hold on. I want him to stay there. Don't kick him out. I want him to share the screen for
me. I got one thing I want to say. And I ain't saying nothing else for the rest of the night.
Don't kick him out. Don't kick him out. Hey, Ty. No, don't ask no more questions.
Believe this dude.
No. We're just gonna present the evidence.
I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna do you.
Y'all ain't got no evidence. None of y'all are scientists. None of y'all are historians. None of y'all are in academia.
Hold on, CK. Hold on. So let's just say evolution is wrong. We're listening now. Go ahead, Todd Data. Evolution is all wrong. Y'all won that for the day. Then what? Explain to us. Hey, Data.
We need an author.
Hey, Data.
Who said it?
Hey, bro. I'm gonna do this one more time. I'm kicking you off. I said, okay, evolution ain't real, bro. Based off what you saying, you can have that. I'm gonna let you have that. So then, if not evolution, then what, bro? I'm telling you, my hand's on the damn button. Then what? What source? Go ahead.
No. Oh, no.
Okay, so mathematics proves what? That evolution is not real. Okay, now show us what then. How does human being diversify around the planet? How does life diversify? How come chimpanzees and human beings said 98% DNA? If not evolution to explain that diversity, then what, Todd Data? Okay, so thank you for being honest. Thank you for that. You don't know.
Hey, I do, but I don't want to talk about that.
Hey, Todd Data, hold on. Don't jump in, Chief. Hey, Todd Data, I know you hear me. Nobody
said tonight.
how life started. Nobody said shit about how the earth started. What we said is, please explain to us how come the human population is diversified. How come chimpanzees and human beings share 98% DNA? How come humans share DNA with bananas? How come, bro? Explain it to us. Explain to us when we look at the fossil record and the deeper you go down, humans don't look the same. Explain that. The older shit get, the less humans look like humans today. Explain that, bro. Right, yo, I'm done. Hey, man, I'm gone.
Oh, no, don't kick him off because I need him to share something for me.
Nah, man, I'm done, dude.
No, he's not going to say nothing else, man.
I appreciate you. Hey, Todd Data, listen.
Hold on, I want to show something, though. I need
explanation of it. I'm telling you that. We can come back and finish this off. It's 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm getting off.
Hey, I want to give him something.
Hey, can I get my closing argument? Oh, sis, we cannot be more dumb.
I want y'all to look something up.
Oh my God.
David Reich.
Oh.
David Reich. Last name spelled R-I-E-C-H. Look his ass up. Look his ass up on YouTube.
Hey, can you just give us? No.
That's why y'all done now, because you don't look nothing up. Y'all buying into all these crazy pseudo theories.
Real briefly, can you just tell us why though?
Pseudo archaeology, pseudo history.
Hold on. It's cool. Hey y'all, it's cool. Smart people are listening, y'all. So let's just be smart. Let's don't get into
David Wright.
Hey, no. David Wright. I'm gonna put it in my browser as soon as I get a chance. But I need to know why.
David Wright.
Hey, look. Let me know when y'all gonna do a show. I'll come over there, yo. We just
and that's not gonna be. It's just gonna be you on the panel, and we'll be able to talk, man. We'll be able to show us what you need to show us, but we'll be able to show you because I just don't understand, y'all. Hey, listen. What are we saying? Listen to me closely, y'all. What are we saying that is so offensive to you guys?
We're not saying that this
in America. We're going for social, political, economic fucking power in the country that our ancestors built. This is our shit. I don't want to all the word jargon, all this Native American shit that y'all try to play or whatever. All that, right? We can prove with 100% certainty with science that y'all say. Hold on, Ty. The science that y'all say that y'all believe in, right? We could prove with the same scientists that don't want to. They'll do everything they could do to block this evidence, right? So when I asked you earlier to pull up the 131,000-year-old thing, right? See, technically for me, I don't look to these guys for my information, right? I look past them. They're catching up, right? But when you went and said that those people would not be anatomically correct humans. That's what you said, right? So when I asked you about Africans during the same time period, 131,000 years ago, were Africans anatomically correct? You was like, yes. So I was like, well, wait a minute. How are they anatomically correct during the same time period and they're not during that time period? Then I went on to ask you about Professor James Smalls saying about people being in America at least 250,000 years ago.
Right.
We go back further than that. But I need y'all to explain to me about Professor James Smalls.
And I did, you left. I did, bro. I said Professor James Smalls.
I need to hear this.
Professor James Smalls used that article right there.
No, this article wasn't out yet, sir.
Yes, it was. It was out, bro. Come on, it was, dude. That article.
Come on, bro. We do this
last year, yo.
That's 250,000 years. That's 131,000 years. That's 100.
No, he said that, man. That's my elder. I talk to him on a regular basis, dude. Like,
okay, I got you. Okay, I got
you. Yeah, I talked to him about that.
That's he just got the dates wrong.
No, data you play. Data for what? Data, you don't claim. You say don't nobody know. I'm sitting there telling we do know. So I don't know how you in a conversation.
No, they don't like questions, sir.
Man, do you know what time in the morning it is, yo?
No, I just need y'all to understand, man. That what are we saying?
Come on,
hey, Dr. McCarthy, what are we saying that's offensive? What are we doing to hurt the youth? Because last time I checked, Dr. Ben, which will be one of y'all super master teachers.
This is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to put all y'all information together.
That nigga said
every source that you have backing up every flipping thing that y'all are saying. And I need y'all to take this shit to a university. I need y'all to take this shit to a scientific council.
And we will smoke
I need
any
this shit to be
on the planet, sis. Any motherfuckers on the planet will get the work. Now, as far as I'm concerned, we have beat up on you guys enough to where we could go to any university and fuck over anybody. See how that work? Y'all understand that? Like, it's
hey, is that your last word, yo?
Guess what?
Hey, Data. Hey, Data.
Why y'all not addressing our science?
Hey, Data. Hey, hold on. Hey, Data. No one's listening to you because you said you don't know. So then why would you ask me a question? You supposed to be listening to me. If you don't know how human beings actually diversified and how birds fly, why they fly, how they come, how a whale is in the water with some mammal. If you can't explain that, then why are you even talking to me? Because I can explain that. Yes, I can.
Hey, Ty.
No, you're great. All right.
Hey,
I just said evolution
hey,
down.
can y'all do me a favor?
Nah, you can't ask no question. No.
Do me a favor.
Smart enough to ask a question, Data.
I need y'all to grab all of these videos I'm putting in the back chat.
Hey, is evolution a theory,
Nope, we're not going to talk about theory no more. You didn't want to do the definitions. Nope, we ain't going to do it.
I thought we was adult enough to come to a consensus that a theory is not a fact. When you have a scientific fact, you have scientific theory, right? So they're not just.
Hey, Ty, Data. I don't want to talk to you because you don't even have a GED. No, I do not believe you.
You told me that you were in college. You were taking college courses. Oh, so certificates.
Nigga, ain't nobody blocking you. You came here like you was Hercules. Con Calloway. You came here like Hercules or somebody. Come on, somebody blocking you. Data. Stop.
I think it's disrespectful to be lying to people.
Data. Go prove to me you at least got a high school diploma. I don't want to talk to you no more. You know what? You know why I don't want to talk to you? Hold on. You know why I don't want to talk to you, bro? Because check this out, because you're disingenuous. Because it would take us all but 1 minute to look up what a theory was and what a scientific theory was, and we could actually read it, bro.
What?
Okay, so hold on.
Y'all look crazy as hell.
ACK.
All of y'all need to go to the psych ward.
Hold on for a minute.
All of you.
So T Data. AT Data.
Says the person.
Hey, goodbye.
Y'all are crazy as hell.
There's you either wrong or you're right. There's no in
Says the
between,
person.
lady.
Hey, goodbye.
Y'all are crazy as hell.
Yeah, Chief, back to you. Todd Data just lost his mind. He's out of there. Dude's out of there.
They're crazy, man. They're crazy. That's the only thing I can say. They are crazy.
And
testing.
Hey, look.
Testing.
Hey, Chief Hoilday, bro.
Testing. These guys are our people, and they are good people. Okay. This is not a war. This is not a testing. Testing. These are our people. This is not a war. Okay.
Hey, y'all got the email address. Hey, sis, we out of here, man. I enjoyed the show. Shit been too goddamn long. Hey, Black African Power, man. Make sure y'all support Abju Wear, man. Get your Novalism t-shirts, man. If you place an order, that shit in the mail. Y'all know how we do. We on top of our A game round.